We got a full room in the channel tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, for another episode of your favorite podcast and mine, the Castranger Caballeros.
I mean, someone's favorite podcast, I guess.
wait.
Now broadcast in ESL.
I thought we were finally doing Midnight Riders.
That's next week.
Wait, is it? Because you guys said something else.
I have no idea. I'm just going off stream of consciousness.
You said we were talking. You said we were talking about Black Sun, so I was like, "Sweet, finally, we're doing that mini-series, Midnight Riders."
See, the thing is, I forget things.
So I have this podcast.
You know what I don't forget? To cue the roll call!
Nice transition.
Flawless.
Connect. Loading. Broadcast. Perfect.
Show running super savant. Bluecaster, super Ichi.
Loud and online. Greycaster, Robolane.
Researcher of the Tokusatsu. Ultracaster. Gar.
Spark of Courage, the Power of Dreams. Orange Caster, Global Soft Perka.
Respecting the source material, Greencaster. Senshi. Trauma Inducer, Northcaster, Saga.
Casting, criticism, comedy, chaos.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
On air.
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 473. Ooh. It's episode Kirby. No, it's Mamoswine.
Yay, I love Mamoswine.
Yeah, I like Mamoswine. Mamoswine's cool.
Where's this mouse?
Name it mixed with a swine.
It's under his
Mamoswine.
Good.
No, I was just saying, yeah.
I just always love with Mamoswine. It's literally, okay, what if it just didn't have a trunk? Got our Pokemon.
What if it was just a pig with tusks?
Is that not Mamoswine?
Well, I also like Piloswine. Piloswine.
I mean, I don't know where I was going with that. I just started with I mean, but I didn't have anything to say.
Bozomoth is the Kemi who is basically the equivalent.
Yes.
I have a
that one's cool.
Although you could be forgiven because the Kemi are Pokemon.
Sure.
I already have several cats.
Yeah, but I have my Rabby.
Look at Piloswine. Look how cute he is.
That's Piloswine.
So cute. That's what we said. Piloswine.
Sorry, I thought you heard you say Mammothine.
You're Thor?
No, I don't
know what. This is funny because I just unlocked Mjolnir in Grand Blue Relink today.
I see him and I can see like not Oswald, the hamster that held the freaking sunflower seed in him.
Oh, Oxnard?
Yeah, Oxnard.
Yeah, Oxnard and Boss. Those
I was like, are you trying to make a Hamtaro reference?
Yeah, I see the picture of Piloswine there. That's the voice that I hear of Oxnard.
Oh, Oxnard? I love Oxnard. Oxnard and Boss, they're my two favorites.
You like sunflower seeds? Crumb.
Never seen Hamtaro.
I miss Hamtaro.
I prefer the abridged.
I love when they
I don't. That's no. Don't do that. Only villains do that.
It has Gopher's voice from the old Winnie the Pooh.
I'm watching the Pokedex.
I can see that. All right, well, thank you for tuning in. If you happen to be checking us out for the first time, we are a bunch of swine who get together every week to talk about Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, and a third thing.
We are indeed.
Does that make us uncultured swines?
No, I didn't say we were uncultured swines. We can be cultured swine.
Yeah, we're particularly cultured swine, yes.
We're uncultured pile of swines.
We're just a pile of swine.
Oh, fuck, no. Okay, Toy Story, but replace Ham the Piggy Bank with a Swinub. But you still have that voice.
Oh my god. A Swinub voiced by John Ratzenberger. I love it.
I bet if you, in the Pokemon world, you can go to like a restaurant and you can like order like a dish that's called like Pile of Swine, and it's just like
cooked
pile of swine.
Yeah. Pile of swine. I like
that. That's awful.
That feels like a dish at like Pokemon World's equivalent of Denny's.
So it's shit.
You mean the Denny's?
The Denny's.
Yeah, the Denny's.
Yes.
All right. Our topics for this week are Kamen Rider Gotchard, episode 22. Ohsama Sentai Kingohger episode 48, and episode 1 of Kamen Rider Black Sun.
We got some variation tonight.
Man, that's a weird adaptation of Saban's Masked Rider, I tell you what.
Right? They took some liberties. I was ready for Paul to react to that.
When does Furbus show up?
About.
Could you fucking imagine?
It's the Kaijin Furbus.
Furbus Kaijin.
Okay,
man.
I
This
know
is
it's
an
not in the
adaptation
news
of
story.
Kamen Rider Black, not Black RX. So your joke is invalid.
Joke rejected.
Okay. I know it's not in the news stories, but so Minami Kotaro's actor is going to be at Power Morphicon.
Oh, fun.
I've seen so many people on Twitter just being like, okay, who's going to give him the Furbus figure?
It's definitely a zero amount of people. Or a non-zero amount of people.
A non-zero amount.
That's what I meant. Brain.
Yes, no, it's okay.
Chicken Furbus.
I'm tired of my brain is soup, but I'm trying to hang in here for Castranger.
Fucking call it soup.
Yeah.
Brain goes soup.
Hopefully it will just lead to things being funny.
That's the goal. That's the aim. I tried to say both those words at the same time.
That's the game.
That's the old. All right, we got news to talk about.
News mode.
So, the Kamen Rider Blade 20th anniversary event happened, which revealed something fans of Kamen Rider Blade like me have waited 20 years for, and that is the official version of Kamen Rider Langle King form.
They fucking did it.
Wait, did you just say Kamen Rider Lendl?
Langle.
Oh, okay. I'm seriously. I'm just living. Yeah, I'm still in the middle of the Wes Anders thon, I guess. Kamen Rider Mendel.
This is a suit on stage.
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought this was a toy. It was
no.
Man, this is a really
stage show.
toy.
Yeah. Yeah, we finally got Langle King form, which means we finally have the King forms, technically, of all 4 Blade Riders. Chalice Wild counts.
Mutsuki isn't a little bitch anymore.
He stopped playing basketball.
I love this.
Right?
No, it's a great suit. No, Legos always look good.
Emily, you okay? There's some noise coming out of your mic.
Yeah, no, I'm okay. I was flopping.
Alrighty. But yeah, super
it
gorgeous
is
suit.
Splatfest right now. As we speak, it is Splatfest. Which day of the weekend is the best? I'm on Team Saturday with Spectre because it's objectively the best choice.
You got it.
I mean, Elton John made an entire song about it.
And I made a whole misheard lyrics video of that song because I heard weird stuff hearing it in Mom's car one.
So there's other forms to this, or it was like 3 other individuals?
Yeah, this is one of 4 main riders from Kamen Rider Blade. They're all based on suits of playing cards. This is the club rider.
Gotcha.
If you can see in the club.
Oh, look at his weapon.
Yeah, I do.
It's a club.
Sel, have you ever seen Card Captors?
The secrets of the cloud.
It's kind of like that.
Okay, imagine Card Captors, but they're Kamen Riders.
And they're all based on playing cards.
So
There's
everyone
a
has
monster
a
for each
crushes
card.
on the older brother?
Yeah.
No, honestly,
Everyone?
imagine Card Captors, but it's Kamen Rider just makes me think of Gotchard now.
Yeah, that's what we've been saying.
It includes the butchered Japanese name, so instead of Kenzaki, it's Actually, no. How would you butcher Kenzaki as an American?
Would it be like Kenzaki?
Come on, Kenzaki.
McKenzie.
Well, I mean, they did that with poor they did that with poor Keto and called him Kiro the entire
Wasn't
time.
it like they call her Sakura?
Yeah.
And it's Sakura.
Yeah, they do. They call her Sakura Avalon.
Hey, Sakura.
Actually, that is a pretty badass name, though, in all fairness.
It is, I agree. Sakura Avalon sounds like every 8th grade girl's OC, and I love it for that.
And then her sidekick was Madison.
And Lee was there.
Tomoyo became Madison. Like, what?
In a weird,
that is even remotely similar.
In a weird tangent, my cat's using my wallet as a pillow.
They tend to do as they do. Cool.
And there's no doing anything about it.
Loving the helmet, too.
Yeah. So he's themed after club cards and Spider.
Nice.
Yeah. So yes,
Just
this was
Spider.
the form that was triggered by the Evolution Tarantula card. Made its debut at the stage portion of the event on February 10th. Takahiro Hojo reprised his role as Mutsuki, along with the rest of the main Blade cast. So that was very cool.
He must be
cool.
so much older by now.
Oh yeah.
20 years in
Like,
fact.
what was it?
He's like
Oh
20
well, I
years
think
old.
he was like 16 or something when he fucking played that role.
Oh, apparently there was
Oh,
a
he
section of the stage show where we got to see all 4 King forms together
Ooh.
on stage.
Is there any pictures of that? That'd be interesting.
There's pictures of the other forms here. I don't think there's
Can I
pictures
see
of them all
them?
together.
I've never seen those, so just
Let me pull up pictures of here for you.
pictures of you.
So that's Blade King form.
Cool.
Who is awesome.
Diamond, I'm assuming.
Yeah, Diamond.
Where's that?
Then we have Chalice Wild form.
Oh, that's cool.
That's Heart.
I like that one.
And then from the
Yeah,
recent...
they use some of the like archaic names of the suits for the riders' names sometimes.
From the recent Kamen Rider Outsiders is Garen's King form. He's
So cool.
Diamond.
These are all cool.
Yeah, so Diamond, Heart, Spade, and Club.
Wait, where did Garen come from? Like
He was
that
in Kamen
name, I've
Rider-
never heard that one.
Oh, the name?
Yeah, like the association between Garen and Diamond, because like I get some of the other ones like Chalice and Hearts because it used to be the suit of cups.
I'm not sure. I can see if the wiki says something about that.
Oh, okay. You don't actually have to test or look it up, not test it. No, that's terrible.
The name Garen is most likely derived from the Japanese pronunciation of the word currency, gyarenshi, tying in with the minor arcana version. The minor arcana version of the suit of diamonds, the suit of coins.
Yep, okay, because that's what I was thinking was why is he not like Kamen Rider Coin or Kamen Rider Metal or something?
Or Daya.
Yeah, Garen King form's fucking sick, dude. They're all fucking good.
Kamen Rider
I don't know why. His shoulders there just look like a freaking poorly done Gosei face.
A little bit. It's a Kuwagata, like Gira.
Oh.
Yeah, Kuwagata.
I don't see it.
With Steve Zissou.
I think he's talking about this one.
Oh, not that one, no.
Might as well call him Kamen Rider Money. No, that's what Toei calls the franchise.
Ooh, got him.
Oh, right.
Oh, that's sick. It's like King Zenkaiser Black.
Oh,
that's
God.
cool.
Thanks, I hate that.
Oh,
what? That's cool. I love that.
Because anything associated to Don Brothers gets an immediate failing grade for me.
But still, watch the sandwich episode. He understands.
I'm sorry, man. I'm coming around on this.
Yeah,
I don't think that's
only
only gonna watch it.
That's only because you don't have the context of the frustration that led up to that episode.
And you know what? You're right. You're right. And like I said, I'm probably not gonna watch the whole thing because I could see myself getting very frustrated with that in the long run.
Oh yeah.
But there is God tier writing here, Ichi. I'm sorry.
I will.
It's outer God, but
I fully admit on that episode where we talk about the Don Brothers sandwich episode, I fully admitted that their writing is so God tier that it is beyond mortal ken. It dare not be understood. And that's
I
unironically laughed too many times for me. Okay, it's not nothing here for me.
You gotta show him the dog.
Like that.
Which one?
The one where fucking Tsubasa turns into a dog.
Oh God.
That was so good.
Stop making me relive this.
Never.
Having to read Little Karibo's tweets of him enjoying it is suffering enough.
Well,
yeah, it was like, sorry, Ichi, we got him. He's on our side.
Anyway, we have news to talk about.
Don't worry, Ichi. We're gonna send you to read Don Brother Notification.
Oh,
fuck that up.
Don't worry, Ichi. I'm still with you.
We'll put him in the Dawn Wing.
Anyway, Kamen Rider Gotchard driver high spec belt. So if you have a Gotchard driver and you're a big person, like not a Japanese child, You can buy this.
Like
you can
not
wear
a
it.
Japanese child.
Yeah.
All right.
If you happen to not be
Yeah.
a Japanese child, you might want to buy this.
Sorry, I have a man's body.
or just your local Walmart, buy some zip ties, and you'll be good.
Yeah, that's what you guys did. That's what you guys did for my Grateful driver.
Hell yeah.
The Icon Driver G. That's what it's called.
We just need to do what our old editor Anthony did, which this is still the most genius thing I have ever fucking seen. 1 year he brought his O's driver to Anime North. And I was like, oh cool. He's like, do you want to wear it? I'm like, oh, it'll never fit me.
That's an O's driver.
Dude put a fucking seat belt from a car and customized it to be a belt.
Well, yeah,
that's awesome.
That makes sense for that belt specifically, and any other vehicle-themed belt.
And did you use the drive belt?
No, it wasn't out yet. That wasn't a thing yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Before the existence of Drive.
This was like when Gaim was out, and like we were just getting scans of like we just got murmurs of Drive.
You know what I think would be a fun video for me specifically to do? Like me trying to name the Sentai and Kamen Riders in order. I couldn't tell you what came first, like Zio or Build.
You mean like looking at a picture and naming them, or just naming them without like off the top of your head?
Both even. Like, let's give it a whirl.
I've done videos similar to that. I did this one video with my FF14 friend Sam, where I showed her pictures of characters in the story and had her try and name who they were. Which was especially funny when I reached there was 3 different characters with the same face.
Oh no.
Oh no, yeah.
Oh, 2 of them with the exact same damn face.
Yeah. All right, so this is a high-spec version of the belt
I feel like I'm
straps.
taking crazy pills.
You can adjust the size of the belt bands, making it possible to wear the driver from about 75 centimeters to 100 centimeters around the waist. Premium Bandai Web exclusive, 5610 yen, March release.
There you go. Yeah, people who want it.
Next, in FI's news, we have images of the SH Figuarts Autovagin vehicle mode.
Oh, where's the robot mode, you cowards?
Yeah, I don't know.
Give us the robot mode.
In all of my wildest dreams, that I would hear you say, in FI's news.
Yeah, because the anniversary movie is out. There's been a lot of FI stuff lately.
Yeah, for real. Where's the robot mode?
Or you could listen to the show.
Yeah. You fan. Paul.
So anyway, Autovagin vehicle mode. I don't think it transforms. No.
It doesn't. So who cares?
Yeah,
I want the robot mode.
I want the transforming one. The figure.
It comes with a suitcase.
No, but guys, then that means there's going to be an SH Figuarts Autovagin robot mode.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Where it's based on the suit. You don't have to worry about it transforming, thus it'll make it better.
Yeah.
I like that it comes with little straps with a briefcase on it.
Yeah, to strap the briefcase to the back from those first couple episodes where he was driving around with the FI's driver.
And it's not even like a super special Kamen Rider, it's just a little bungee cord.
Yeah.
What's cool is Sal is that when the bike turns into a robot mode, one of like his wheels becomes like a fucking minigun. It's super cool.
All right, so the figure is 170 millimeters in length, produced in 3D to match the series. Unsurprisingly, the FI's figure can ride it. Some of the figure's features include swapping the left handle grip with the replacement part to recreate the Autovagin with the mission memory loaded when the FI's edge is drawn. Okay, that's cool. It comes with the FI's edge that you can equip to the FI's figure or to next FI's. It comes with the FI's gearbox, which can be opened and attached to the Autovagin, as we saw with the fucking cable parts.
There it is, robot mode.
Premium Bandai Web exclusive, 9,900 yen, September release.
That is cooler looking.
Yeah, that's the robot mode.
It's a sick robot mode.
I'll say it once, I'll say it again. All the FI suits for me are like S tier level.
Oh yeah,
they're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
All right.
Next. So this was a big deal over the last week. Shout Factory put out a couple of announcements, the most important of which is that they are streaming and releasing on Blu-ray all of Kamen Rider Geats.
Interesting.
Woohoo!
With a free poster.
Yeah, while supplies last.
Are you gonna get it, Ichi?
No.
What about Don Brothers?
Less. How do I do less than no?
Can I sue the company to give me money for how much I would spend?
Can I cancel other people's purchases?
Can I hijack the truck and safely put the driver over there and set all the shipments of the Don Brothers DVDs on fire?
I was gonna say send them careening off a cliff, but that works too.
Okay, so where do we begin with this monstrosity?
Watching Yeats again?
No, we're talking about Don Brothers though. Yeats I just wouldn't watch. Don Brothers I would send off a cliff.
Like, yeah.
No!
Ichi's ambivalent to Geats. Like, Don Brothers is a hatred.
Geats was alright. I wouldn't put it in my top 5. I didn't hate it. It was pretty good.
When it started, I really liked it, and then it sort of meandered. I don't know, but I do like it.
It was repetitive.
The problem with Geats is the whole, like, it's a game motif went on way too long.
I think this cover is trying to appeal to, like, a more Western audience, honestly.
Yeah. It just makes no fucking sense of, like, here's, like, a bastardized English logo.
That's the thing I always fucking hate about these boxes is seeing the plastered on low effort English logo, especially when the actual series logo has the title in English in it.
It's for the dummies.
Just so make weird. The logo bigger.
They do actual English logos for the Precure seasons that they put on Crunchyroll. And they're really nice looking, and they look like a English version of the Japanese logo. Why can't they do that for Kamen Rider?
Because truth be told, Toei, you can, like, for Super Sentai, they didn't do English logos for the Japanese titles. They just had Super Sentai. Kamen Rider, they don't care that much about, so it's just do whatever you want. We're not even.
Yeah, but they don't care about Precure either, and they still do it.
The difference is Super Sentai logos don't include the title in English as part of their logo. Kamen Rider does. It's been a specific aspect of their logo design for so many fucking years.
I don't know
it's
this.
so tiny you can't read it.
Then make the logo bigger. That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. Something Shout does a lot, though. I don't know what they did with this. Is they have reversible covers. Maybe on the inside it's the Japanese one.
This does not.
No?
No. Like,
how do you know?
Because I own the 01 Blu-ray set, and when you open it up, there's nothing.
Yeah, but this isn't the 01 Blu-ray set.
I guess you could say the slipcover, reversible slipcover was 404 not found.
Like, I'm not saying you're wrong, but, like, I was just throwing that out there.
Like, I need to get that still so that I can make my mom watch 01.
Well, like, 01 is fantastic. The 01 logo.
Because I think she'd love it, because she loves things with androids and, like, android rights. She loves Lieutenant Data.
It's literally Kamen Rider
So I think she'd really like it.
If I had to,
I think she'd really like it.
If I had to, like, put on my, like, my business suit brain for a second, I would say it's like they need the main thing, what everyone's going to look at, because not just people, they don't want to just the fans to buy this, you know? They want people, like, to see that and go, yeah, I want to watch that. And so you do need to put it, like, in English at the top, I think. But
the logos are there. The logos are so fucking stylized, and
but it's also there. Like,
I know, but they're fucking tucked into the corner. I don't know. Every time I see these, I just get an urge to just design a better box art myself.
Do it.
Then do it. Yeah.
I think I did at some point, but I don't remember which one I did.
Yeah, let our talk.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, but at the end of the day, this isn't even worth it. You wanna know why? It's not even the Blu-ray masters.
Wow.
Oh, bastards.
It's the fucking TV masters. That's why everyone was losing their shit of like, oh look, official Don Rider subs.
Why does it sound like
the superhero type?
Sounds like a villain group. The Blu-ray masters.
It does.
That does sound like a group of, like, mercenaries you'd see in a Yu-Gi-Oh series.
Remember HD DVDs?
Nope.
So they made
Betamax.
So Shout Studios announced via their Tokusatsu live stream featuring Yuna Hoshino, who played Neon, and Tom Constantine, welcoming everyone to Geetz's U.S. premiere.
Oh yeah. Here's the dumb part. They did again because they're fucking idiots. Buy the Blu-ray. Immediately the next day, hey, it's on streaming.
Yeah, but I mean, people like physical media.
That's what you have to do. What are you talking about?
No, I kind of agree. I understand why you would say that. Like, oh, if it's streaming, why would I buy the Blu-ray? But there are people who do prefer having physical media. So making both options available is
in fact, like the whole thing is, I think what people want is the ability to have both at the same time.
Yeah.
So
hear me out, guys. You could either get these, or you can get 300 on HD DVD. Just saying.
Ooh.
HD DVD.
Tough call.
For some reason,
that's the better one, supposedly. Like, that was better than Blu-ray, just nobody gave a shit.
For some reason, that reminds me of that one Vine that was like, I don't have any paper, so I'm writing this on my 2 Kung Fu Panda 2 DVD.
Decker brings up a good point. It's the full series, but it doesn't come with any movies.
They do that with Precure 2 on Crunchyroll. You never get the movies.
Which is super great for series where the movies are absolutely canon.
Yeah, that's been shit.
Rights. Emily, you and I care about that.
Different rights.
These guys are plebes.
I care.
No, they're not. No one here is a plebe or a pleb or however you actually pronounce.
Plebes.
Yeah.
Okay, if you scroll down to see the freaking thumbnail for the Tokusatsu or Shout Studios Blu-ray release, that sums up my entire opinion on this Blu-ray case.
Just want to shoot it?
Yeah, it's just Geets with his freaking Magnum gun, just be like, I'm sorry, just try harder.
I don't know, man. I feel like
if I were in the Desire Grand Prix, the wish I would write down was for this release to be better.
The Desire Grand Prix, I'd be like, Discotech Media gets every single Kamen Rider series and Super Sentai.
Oh my god! This Blu-ray set's $135.
US $99.98. Releasing April 23rd.
$135. Oh,
that's like what, like 3,000 Canadian dollars?
Do you know how much the fucking Mill Creek Ultraman show Blu-ray sets are? Between like $30 to $40.
How many
episodes? Fucking Ultraman.
How many episodes are those though?
Decent amount.
Like 39 to 50.
I picked up the Ultra Q Blu-ray. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. Go support Mill Creek.
But here's the cincher. Fans who pre-order their copy via the official Shout Factory website receive a special rolled poster.
What's it up?
Well, that's what they said. It's a poster.
Blu-ray cover with the shitty English logo.
That's like pre-ordering a game and it comes with the art book. I fucking hate that shit, man.
Yeah, but at least with an art book, you get some concepts.
Now when you pre-order it like digitally, you get like a digital art book, and I'm like, that's stupid.
Not all pre-orders are bad. I pre-ordered Grand Blue Relink, and it got me some items for the mobile game, and I got to play the game 3 days early. I had the story mode done before the game was officially out.
The two best things I've ever pre-ordered were freaking Saints Row 4 with the dubstep gun replica. That was sweet. And then the Halo Reach Legendary Edition, which came with that nice statue of fucking Noble Team.
Yeah, like I really miss when pre-order bonuses were like actual like things.
And not like $300.
Yeah, like I like when I pre-ordered Epic Mickey, it came with an art book, stickers to put on your Wii and on the Wiimotes, and a statue of Mickey with a paintbrush.
My favorite pre-order bonus was the Sonic Colors game where you could get a Sonic hat.
I think I have that hat, actually. I think I still have it.
I still have mine as well.
Now in the newest Sonic game, you can dress up fucking Sonic in like a Shadow.
In Shadow's skin, which is really freaky if you think about it for more than 2 seconds.
Finally, Sonic is inside Shadow.
The Game Grumps will be most pleased.
Wait a minute. That's it. That's who's voicing Shadow in Sonic 3. Roger Craig Smith, who was Sonic.
Could you fucking imagine?
That would be
hilarious, actually.
I want Roger Craig Smith to cameo in Sonic 3.
They just get another Sonic voice actor to
why
be
not,
Shadow.
right?
No.
Get all the Sonic voice actors to cameo.
Get Jaleel.
Yeah, get
Jaleel
Jaleel White. Get freaking I forgot his name. The one from the Sonic X one.
Brian Drummond.
It would be kind of hilarious
Yeah.
if all the other characters were voiced by their voice actors except Sonic and Knuckles.
It's so weird that, like, as of the first two movies, the only one voiced by their official counterpart is Tails.
Which that's sweet.
Yeah, it is weird.
I feel like it was just
I
one of
like
the
it,
things
though.
of, like, oh, it's a placeholder for now. But then they were just
That's what I thought too, that it was just going to be a placeholder for the post-credit scene. And then they decided to actually just have her be Tails in the movie, which I really like. But that just makes it sad that none of the other characters are voiced by their normal voice actors.
Yeah, but
All
Idris
right.
Elba's Knuckles is just really good.
We have tangented too long. Moving on. Speaking of Shout Factory,
Sorry, you're right.
they will also be releasing 7 other tokusatsu films on Blu-ray
Nice.
in the classic
Okay.
Tokusatsu collection Blu-ray set.
I like this art.
Why does that one in the center look like Char from Gundam fused with Captain Falcon? That's what he looks like.
All right, so the films included in the set are Prince of Space, Invasion of the Neptune Men, Watari the Ninja Boy, Golden Ninja, aka the Golden Bat, Dragon Showdown, aka the Magic Serpent, Ninja Scope, aka Tobidasu Boken Eiga Akakage, and Beneath the Sea. None of which I have heard of.
Yeah, these all sound like obscure stuff that they're putting all together.
Yep.
I would order
Akakage
that
was,
just to watch those movies.
You remember the red guy from Dawn Brothers, like the red villain?
Sonoshi?
Yeah, Sonoshi. Akakage was the inspiration to that.
Oh yeah, because they're all inspired by like original Toku heroes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Half of these movies were done by Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Oh, really?
I know, I remember.
Maybe that's what I'm recognizing.
This is giving me like Live Alive vibes, where like they'll each have their own individual film and then all meet up in a crossover special at the end.
That would be cool.
And yeah, like Sevens mentioned, Golden Bat, aka Japan's first ever superhero.
Oh fuck!
It all starts with
His first movie's Lost Media.
Wow.
Interesting. I do enjoy some Lost Media. I might check out that trailer because I love shit like this, like releases of like old movies that they just.
The classic Tokusatsu collection will be US $69.98, releasing February 27th. It is a Shout Factory website exclusive, limited to 2,500 units. The first 600 will include a poster.
I'm curious. Is it sold out? It is not.
Gasp.
Wait. Exclusive. It's limited.
Could be.
Please note the limited edition poster with the first 600 orders has sold out as of February 13th, 2024.
Okay.
So you cannot get that poster.
It's gone forever!
This guy's face is my action to that. This guy looks how I wake up every morning. That's me every morning.
Yeah.
It's like Count Dragon if he's just a zombie.
Everyone, show of hands, who wants us to talk about some of these movies?
I mean, I would talk about these in a heartbeat.
I'd be down for this.
We still gotta do fucking Inframan. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an Ultra Galaxy chat thing because he's an Ultraman knockoff.
All right, very cool. Next, we have some more information about the upcoming Yodana Final Special, the Kira Major spinoff.
It's still going.
Yeah.
But not anymore because this is the final one.
Not anymore.
Oh my god, it's Guy and Juggler.
Yeah, apparently Juggler's in this.
Wait, Taka Aoyagi's in this?
Yeah, there he is, right there. Juggler.
I need to watch this.
Now he's on board.
Watch it.
I gotta watch this, man. Dude, my figure art of Juggler's coming in soon.
So Yodana's working at a flower shop part-time, goes to the bank to set up an account. There, a group of female robbers attack the bank, and she gets involved with the incident.
Okay. Does she like join them? Like
Police
what?
surround the robbers, and Yodana, who is taught by the flower shop owner to be kind to those in need, helps the needy robbers. As they flee with the robbers to their hideout, the girls confide in Yodana about the circumstances that led to the robbery. I was wondering why I was seeing women with guns in the materials about this.
And it's not even like Sentai guns. This is just straight up like shotguns and rifles.
Well, only Sentai get Sentai guns. If you're robbing a bank, you have to use normal guns.
Takaya Aoyagi
used the real gun.
So yeah, Takaya Aoyagi from Ultraman Orb will join the cast as Kanzan, an executive of the Orochi Gumi, who is hunting Yodana and the others. Also part of the cast are 3 cast members from Aba Ranger. Sho Tomita as Kamoshida, the open-minded store owner who hires Yodana. Michi Nishijima as Kamoshida's wife. And Kaoru Abe as Oh No, a customer at the flower shop.
Oh, I was hoping it was going to be John.
His name is Oh No?
Yeah, OHNO. It's straight up Oh No.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Also part of the cast
Sonic.
in unknown roles are Tadashi Mizuno from Ultraman Trigger and Hiroya Matsumoto from Magi Ranger and Q Ranger.
Nice.
Wait, Tadashi Mizuno Trigger? Who the fuck?
Just like the previous
Magi Ranger?
Magi Yellow is going to be in this.
Oh! Amazing!
Yeah.
Tadashi.
Absolutely
he was,
gonna watch it.
Yep.
Lane, he was Riku's manager from Jeed.
Oh, badass. Yeah, he was in the Lip Pat.
I love that one by one we're fighting someone everyone wants from this special.
Not me.
Not Cell. Well, maybe this will change your mind. It's being directed by Koichi Sakamoto.
That explains all these names. Like I swear, Sakamoto
Cell
brings
gave me the thumbs
everyone
up.
over.
I hate the fact that the words "not me, not Cell" couldn't be.
Then who?
Who were you saying, guy?
Oh, I was just like making a joke. I thought like Koichi Sakamoto probably like gets all these people over to his house, and like his wife brings out the sake and all that, and it's just like, all right, I got this project, guys. It's gonna be fucking sick.
Hear me out, Yodana 4.
Yodana 4. And I want you guys to be like the minor characters in it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can use a few bucks.
All right, now follow me on this. A Sentai of bank robbing lesbians.
Why are they lesbians?
No, he pulls out the Birds of Prey movie. Okay, you see this?
Make it good.
Yeah, we gotta do this on a shorter and better budget.
This legit sounds like the movie that came out a few years ago called The Bling Ring.
Okay.
Like Sofia Coppola directed it. It's had, what's her name? Emma Watson.
Oh.
I've never even heard of it.
It wasn't too good.
No.
I'm sorry. Right as Emily said it, someone left the chat, so it's as if Emily just left the chat.
All right, so yes, this is premiering on Toei Tokusatsu Fan Club March 3rd, so we'll be seeing that very soon.
Oh boy. I'm watching it for my boy. I gotta watch it for Aoyagi, man.
All right, and I'll let Gar take over on our final news story.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
It's your turn to Mickey Mouse there, yeah. That was actually a really good Mickey. Whoever did that there.
It was me.
Oh, it's
nice.
Ichi. All right. So this week, outside of a bunch of other Marvel stuff, this isn't Marvel related. We got a second trailer for Godzilla Kong: The New Empire.
Hell yeah. Did.
Oh, I have some good news about that. When they're showing like little flashes of scenes in the girl's eyes, you can see Mothra.
I wanted to ask you about
I
that.
love
Is
that
that like
people have been photoshopping that?
People have been running with it, so, and I mean, it's clearly Mothra, and it's not a scene that we've seen before, so, I'm pretty sure that she's going to be in the final battle.
I could totally see her Mothra coming back.
I've seen people Photoshop Gabra into her eyes.
Mothra,
no.
as Cell described her yesterday, the world's most flammable kaiju.
That's not
apparently people are just apparently people are describing this.
Is that you? Sorry.
Yeah.
Apparently people are describing this movie as it's going to be like a buddy cop movie or a buddy Kong movie.
Buddy Kong.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like
you know what it makes me think? It makes me think of when we went to see the King of the Monsters in theaters, and I was just there, like it was awesome, and when Mothra used the stinger that she's never had before in anything, Raven was beside me and he elbowed me and I turned to him and he just said, "That's the most useful Mothra's ever been in a fight." And I wasn't even mad. And I wasn't even mad. I just sort of nodded slowly.
and then proceeded to die in traditional Mothra fashion, where Mothra fucking bursts into flames.
Yeah, but then she gave her power to Godzilla, and that's how he won. If she didn't do that, then he would have lost.
No, it's very true. I have nothing but the highest respect for Mothra. Mothra's dope.
Yeah, Mothra is the best. Queen of the monster.
And with this one though, they're leaning full into like the Marvel thing. Like the way these guys are moving, like Kong's got the Infinity Gauntlet going.
The first thing I saw in the trailer was the fucking armored glove come out of the ground. And I'm like, Bumblebee!
Oh my god!
So now I'm calling him Bumblecom.
Bumblecom.
Oh my god! Did you actually genuinely think it was Bumblebee?
For half a sec.
Yeah, but even half a second, like, is that how we've been conditioned now?
Yep. Yellow big robot equals Bumblebee.
Everything's a crossover? No, to think everything's a crossover, not
It's literally already a crossover between Godzilla and Kong!
It is already a crossover.
I know.
Everyone is here.
Space Godzilla might be there.
But yeah, I mean, I don't care. This movie's gonna be fun as shit. So
we know some kind of ice serpent is going to be there from a toy leaked. Yeah, there was a toy leak.
So, can you really call it a toy leak when the toys came out?
Yeah, toys are already out.
It's so funny that here the toys come out before the media, and in Japan the toys come out half a year after the episode airs.
No, dude, before Godzilla vs. Kong came out, the toys came out like a year before the movie's release because it had like 4 fucking delays.
I was about to say, I think that had to do with other things.
Me and Gar were so fucking pissed when it kept getting delayed.
Yeah.
Where's the movie? Pandemic happens. Come on.
And then we only were able to watch it digitally. So
it's a great time.
At home.
Yeah, it was some great time.
Everyone else.
There's Shimo.
Shimo!
Just Bunpaki.
Finding Shimo. You know what? Let's play the trailer. Let's play the trailer and play the game Finding Shimo.
Yeah.
Something else I thought was just a neat little thing in the trailer. I love how like the apes all have their own distinct weapons. Like Kong's got his axe. The Scar's got that pretty cool whip. Actually, I like that thing he does where I think he cuts off Kong's finger with it. It's neat.
Yeah, that's probably why he has the glove.
Yeah. What if he takes off his whole hand? No, I guess it's not a.
So you're thinking of the other movie that's coming out, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Oh,
yeah, we made that joke too.
It is funny watching those two trailers side by side.
So someone on Twitter was like, "Last year we went all cape shit. Now in 2024 we're going ape shit."
Yeah.
Meanwhile, me watching halfway through this trailer, my brain shifted from Bumblebee to, "Wow, the new Beast Wars looks great."
Why is there a Godzilla figure with another Godzilla in it?
Your brain is just like Transformers.
I mean,
is there more to this trailer than meets the eye?
It's a gorilla fighting a lizard.
No, you guys,
it's Beast Wars.
No, you guys, that image there, that's Shin Godzilla's true final form.
He's molting.
Also, the director of Godzilla.
I've always been ape shit.
Sorry, say again?
Oh, just
I've always been ape shit. Oh, sorry.
No, Gar.
The director of -1 also has mentioned he has seen the movie, he loves it, and he met the director for this movie, where he told him, "Hey, I saw -1. That was some sick ass shit, bro."
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's how Americans talk.
They brought their Godzilla figures with them to the some sort of Oscar party.
I love the fucking meme Vegas
it's
posted.
One of the best in the
Guys, I'm gonna try my best, but it's a fucking radioactive dinosaur.
It's a pretty good one.
You know what? The group make them.
Yeah, there's like no contest between Godzilla and Kong in a competition.
That's why he needs the glove.
And that's what, but yeah, Kong keeps winning. Like, that's just weird.
I still can't believe this exists as a toy.
Yeah, this is like the Japanese equivalent of the Disney Megazord.
Just here's all the Ono stuff as a mech.
He won in the original movie. He won one of the fights with Godzilla in the first Versus movie, and he beat Mechagodzilla.
No, see, like, it's Godzilla and Kong, but this seems more like a Kong movie than anything else.
Well, even Godzilla vs. Kong was more of a Kong movie. Like, Godzilla wasn't in it.
It was.
Legendary Kong is fucking sick.
Jerry, I like that name. Ano.
Who kicked the final blow?
Anyways,
now, ladies, cool, that's a different podcast.
Like, I mean, this
ladies and Gars.
That would be a good name for a podcast.
Is that what you?
Sure.
Go ahead. No, that's Gar's like
about Gars.
That's Gar's like late night lounge talk show. Like, hello, tonight on Ladies and Gar.
His version of After Midnight.
Hello, this is Ladies and Guys.
Anyways.
So anyway, Godzilla X Kong New Empire, March 27th.
You don't pronounce the X.
It's like Hunter x Hunter.
Wait, so it's just called Godzilla Kong?
Godzilla Cross Kong.
Yeah, the director confirmed it's just called Godzilla Kong, the New Empire.
But then it sounds like they fused together.
Godzilla Kong.
Godzilla Kong.
Maybe that's what's gonna happen in the movie. They have to do this band.
Do the fucking fusion dance.
He's going fucking San Rosé or whatever it's called. Like,
oh, we're gonna get a Godzilla Kong fusion, aren't we?
If those two start doing this,
I would absolutely love.
Oh no! I know how they do it. You have the government bring back Mechagodzilla.
Oh no!
And then they make a
Kong equips him.
And then they fuse together.
So it'll be okay. Here, you can shoot. It'll be either this.
Whoa!
That's bad.
That was like a Ninja Turtles villain.
Oh.
Hyper.
There you go.
Those are both good.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
actually fucking
cool. Anyway, anything else to say about the movie before we move on?
It's gonna be
we're really
very
excited.
silly.
We're gonna go see it.
Yeah, go see it. It looks like it's. It looks like it knows what it is.
Yeah,
we're gonna go see it the week after it comes out, because the week it does come out is Easter weekend.
I should watch Monarch before I see this.
Oh, dude, it's 10 episodes. The first episode's free.
Cool. I was torn in.
All right, well, that's the news.
Yeah.
Wow, there's more to the show.
We're not just a news show.
There's a lot of news. Yeah, I know.
Let Gar speak quickly.
There wasn't a lot of news. There was just a lot of tangents.
Sorry.
But no, that's actually the end for me for now. Fellow, our dear viewers. No. For those that don't know, but do know, I am currently doing online schooling, and we're entering the second half of the program, or second half of this term, and I need to get my grades up, because when you work a full-time job, it's also hard just to do a schooling, like a school course as well. Everyone gets it. And since I'm not currently watching the new Kamen Rider, nor am I watching Kingohger, I'm going to be taking a step back from the show, and I'll probably join back in April once the first term is done. That way I can start off the second term with a clean slate.
Okay, cool.
Hell yeah.
Just take care.
Wow.
So by the time that comes out, I'll be back.
I mean, like, fair enough.
Ultracaster. You know what? I was sort of thinking of going back to being Yellowcaster for the 10-year anniversary.
No.
On the old colors.
Yeah, cool. Just pull out my Master Caster Morpher and just go...
Master Caster, fuck off.
or fine, I'll pull out the Garmatrix.
The Garmatrix?
You've been watching too much Ben 10, dude.
You've been watching... You haven't been watching enough Ben 10.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's the problem.
All right,
right.
All right. David K plays a Sasquatch that has electrical powers named Shock Squatch. All right.
It's like a real Bigfoot. Anyways, Gar, you got to do what you got to do. So do what to do.
Yeah, man.
I gotta do what I gotta do. You guys enjoy these shows. For those that are listening right now, I'm still gonna be streaming Saturday and Sunday since it's like still late at night, and I need to have something of a social life.
Cool. Later.
And we'll be watching Ultraman after the recordings of Castranger.
Nice.
Well, it'll suck not having you around episode for episode for a while, but do what you got to do, and your spot will be kept nice and warm for you.
Yep.
Well,
I can't wait to see what you write for your script writing class.
Well, much like Godzilla, I will rise again, cooler and more badass.
And much like William Afton, you will always come back.
Exactly. It's in the contract. So until next time, everyone. Schwa for now.
Schwa for now? Yeah!
For now.
Bye, Gar!
He's gone to that.
He's gone!
He's gone to that great school in the sky.
All right. Got your time!
So, I have one thing to say about this episode before we begin.
Uh-huh.
Zucchini! So I love that. I wanted to make a mention quickly. So we talked about like his card last week, and like I think it was Emily who said like, "Oh yeah, he's the only Kemi card that doesn't have compound eyes." And I noticed that he has the compound eyes in his crown.
Yeah,
up there in his crown.
It's an anglerfish situation. The crown is the real creature, and the body is a projection.
That's not what an anglerfish is.
I think so.
It is now.
That's a crystal. That's not an anglerfish. That's a crystal gem.
That too. Same concept, different execution.
I was getting brain slugs from Futurama vibes.
That too.
Yerks.
I just love that the recap basically is summarized as Spanner Gachanko'd his feelings and became a Kamen Rider.
Oh.
Okay. So I think that there's something that has to be brought up before we get into everything with Sukumpire, and that is that it turns out that Spanner's dad actually is named Wrench.
We were joking. There were jokes about it weeks in advance.
Yep.
And then it turned
somebody
out...
made a joke. Yeah. Somebody made a joke on Twitter about his dad being named Wrench, and they just made it up as a joke. And then it really was true.
His name is Renchi Kurogane.
Like,
that's amazing.
No wonder. Is Suzu like a fucking tool?
I don't know offhand, but if I had to guess,
yeah.
Maybe Suzu is like for screws.
Screw you?
Oh yeah. She's not a Kurogane.
Yeah,
she married into the family, so she wouldn't have a name like that.
Fair enough. Maybe they were meant for each other. I don't know.
I want to name our son Spanner. Do we have to? Yes.
Hey, Spanner actually doesn't sound like a name you wouldn't see these days, honestly.
Well, it's Supana.
It's Supana, technically, but it's Spanner.
But it's still like...
Renchi actually does sound like a name if you say it in like Japanesely.
That's because it sounds like it sounds like Renchi from Bleach.
Well, it's like in Kira Major. Kira May Red's name was like,
Judo, yeah.
But we just called him Jewel.
That's clearly what they were going for.
I am.
So anyway, this episode is about the sex cult.
As you do.
I'm upset that you're not wrong about this.
Ichi.
Yeah.
I want you to tell the people at home how you convinced me to be on for this one.
Oh no!
I told you that it would feature the woman you love,
and not only that, you said she's falling for a vampire. So I said, so you're telling me she's into non-humans? This gets better and better.
Yeah.
This was not as nearly focused on her as I thought it would be, but
I think she got a good amount of airtime.
No, yeah, she did. I also I genuinely love, like, because the very beginning, it's like they're all at the restaurant. It's Valentine's Day, right? We're close to. Like,
yeah, it's so funny to think about
this was a Valentine's episode.
That's what I'm saying. It was so funny to think about that this was the episode that aired for Valentine's Day week.
Which is very, like, thematic and cute. But I loved how, like...
Wait.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, isn't it in Japan they have like Red Day and White Day or something?
No, it's Valentine's Day is where you give boys chocolate, and then White Day is March the 14th, and that's when they reciprocate.
Yeah, I was heard in Japan, Valentine. I mean, it's candy heavy over here too, but it's very candy heavy.
We consolidated into one holiday.
But anyway,
Persona 4 taught me about that holiday.
Yeah,
I like the whole thing that, like, when she's gushing over him, she says, "He's my third first love."
Yeah, I know, that was great.
Still proceeds to cock a fucking pistol.
Who are the other two?
Hey, listen, she's free to have her own past, but when she's with me, just I hope that it stays.
She's polyamorous.
I can live with that.
Oh yeah, but it's so funny that the opening bit of the episode is they think she's fallen for Spanner.
That was cute. That was fun how they did that up, and like I especially loved like just the difference in color they were using there.
Yeah.
But then I really loved when the whole episode becomes, okay, we're gonna stalk her because we want to know who's she into, right? And they all poke their heads out. Like, full on, like, Scooby-Doo style, wearing glasses and fedoras.
As if that's hiding them.
Yeah, and Hopper's there, too. And I said, if Hopper had been wearing glasses and a fedora as well.
that would have been amazing. That would have been amazing.
Meanwhile, my immediate reaction to that was, why is he even here? All he does is say his own name annoyingly and loudly. If anything, he's going to be a vast detriment to the stealth roll here.
Because Hopper's the mascot, that's why.
Yeah.
It was funny, though, as they're, like, crossing each other. Like, I always forget his name. The guy who talks with the iPad.
Sabimaru.
And he's clearly into her.
Yeah.
And so, like,
I kind of hope they do end up together.
I feel like that's going to be the end of that.
But also, if it wasn't fucking obvious. Oh, actually, I'll let you talk first, though.
And just his whole, like, oh, where is he? Could it be him? Why would it be him? And, like, they do that, like, just that cross where, like, oh, they're not into each other at all.
My favorite part about that whole scene where Renge and Spanner walk past each other is the fact that
Spanner has flowers. Yeah, that's for the grave.
You see Spanner with flowers, and then you see her with the rose, and you think, oh, they're gonna meet up and exchange flowers. And you only, from Spanner's side of things, you only see Spanner as they cut back and forth. But then you see the interposing shot where they walk past each other, and suddenly Kyoka's just there, and has been the whole time.
That's what we call pathways of editing.
I literally thought that Spanner was just having a self-care day.
Like, these are for me.
Yeah.
They match my suit.
I'm special.
I've had a rough couple of weeks, okay? I had to watch my parents die like 7 times.
Sucks. I bought myself some flowers.
They smell nice.
And my dad is named Wrench.
Yeah, that really is the worst crime of his life.
Okay, and also they confirmed, or at least like Spanner like suspects, basically Minato's not evil. He's obviously just kind of joining the enemy to find out more shit about them.
It's so funny that Minato is pulling a laser because he looks like Laser.
You know what? He does look like Kirya.
I said that week 1 when this show started, and it's coming true.
Oh my god, yeah.
If you look like people with faces like this have a 98% chance of joining the enemy in order to find out more about.
I need to see a side-by-side picture of these two.
Like Itachi. So pretty.
So we finally see who she's actually there to see, and he's this like vampire idol guy. And I don't mean vampire like he presents himself as a vampire.
It's Astarion.
He looks like a Castlevania character. Like,
it's fucking Astarion from Baldur's Gate.
Right. And just like,
is he popular in Japan too, or?
I don't know.
Well, that's what I was wondering, if the actor who played this guy, because he looks like
he's probably a popular male idol.
Yeah, exactly. And like I love it as like we're watching the crowd, like he sees her and he calls her over personally, and everyone's like jealous of her because maybe he likes her more than the others. And then we see this is actually a pretty varied crowd.
Yeah.
And because who's there?
Not
An
only
old guy.
Not only a bunch of actual like women who you'd expect to be in the crowd of a male idol, but we just pan to the left. What about us jealous old guys?
I love you too. Because that was his whole thing. He said he was like, "Oh, women are so cute when they're jealous." I'm like, "Okay, slow down, dude."
You could tell me these two actors were brothers, and I'd fucking believe you.
It's so the thing with the old guys is so funny because like if you're paying attention a couple of shots before they reveal themselves, you can see at least one or two old guys standing like way off to the left, and we were just looking at them going like, what's going on here? And then they're like, what about us? Oh, okay, so Zucumpire's just by. That's cool.
And who else is there?
There was a point in the episode.
It's
Yeah,
like
no,
if
there was a point in the
Statler and
episode.
Waldorf actually wanted to participate.
There was a point in the episode where like I'm seeing like all these guys. I'm like, oh fucking, what's next? Kajiki's gonna be there, and then he literally the next shot there he is. I'm like, for fuck's sake, Kajiki.
That was a great way to work that in.
What? What's that? Kajiki got himself involved with a cult? You don't fucking say.
Can you make him just join the main cast, please?
Well,
like I love.
Speak of the Kajiki and
he shot up here.
And he shallowed.
But like
also just one other thing real quick. I don't know if this is a thing in like Japanese language or anything, but the second thing aside from the reaction of Spanner's dad being named Renchi, my second reaction was it's so interesting to know that they died in the northeast part of 2013.
yeah, like what is that supposed to mean?
If I had to guess, new era?
Probably.
I don't know.
But it says like NE 2013 on their grave, so I'm like, did they die in the northeast quarter of the year?
Could you imagine? That's how that worked.
Oh yes, apparently a lot of people were complaining that Clotho got like a new outfit because it's just.
I thought her new outfit was badass.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's great, but like a lot of people were complaining because like it removed a lot of the openness about it.
Well, those people can screw off.
Yeah. Okay. So I wanted to complain. I want to make a little complaint about something, and I kind of am hoping Ichi you agree with me on this because it'd be really cool.
Okay.
So obviously, at some point in the episode, she takes Commantis and becomes like the Commantis Malgam, and I'm just kind of sitting there being like, okay, I get it, like they had to use the card, or like she had to use a like amalgam form or whatever like that, but I'm like, you guys have like these dark chemi cards. Can't you make like be like dark malgams or something? Like
the replica cards from Dread.
Yeah, like
I would love to see those.
Make malgam suits of those. That'd be sick.
I mean, it's fully within their ability to just say that replicemi cards only work with Dread and can't be used the same way.
Also that fucking Liger malgam.
Yeah, when Clotho showed up and that thing came in, like the amalgam, I was like, is that a chicken leg? And then no, I had to look at it
apparently
more closely. It's
Flora from Figure.
I thought that was Lachesis in there because it was talking with a feminine voice, and then it died, and there was just a homunculus thing under there. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that wasn't Lachesis.
Like that's the way it came off as like they were fighting together, but
they were talking like they were familiar. I'm like, all right.
I got no problem with like the Liger just having a feminine voice, but like.
And also that bit where Clotho played the spell card Polymerization and fused two of them together into one fusion monster.
That was pretty cool, though.
It is a technical term, but at the same time,
look at this thing.
Summoned a fusion monster.
Yeah.
Look at this thing. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's really body horror. It's like the Thing.
They're getting more and more ambitious.
It's like someone skinned a saber-tooth tiger and then just like made it into like a throw rug. Yeah, made it into a throw rug and then draped it over themselves.
Yeah, they were trying to go for a poncho and just stopped halfway.
Which is what you do with a skin.
like I saw, there was like a golden foot, and like one of the paws from the skin was resting on it.
I just love that one of the arms is the whole ass back half of the cat.
Yeah, it was like fucking two legs.
No, This fusion's like something right out of the Thing.
It does look like something out of the Thing. Like the way, like there's
like it's like Yeah, like the way that all the paws are like all splayed out and everything, it really looks like when they cut open the one thing and find the partially made dog in it.
Once you start
the
mixing,
fucking dog is so fucked up.
once you start mixing mammal and insect, it goes very the thing.
Very screwy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perhaps we're getting a mite too ambitious with these monster designs.
Like it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, stacking on the heads.
Honestly, I've been really enjoying the amalgams. Like they're
Me too. They're
the coolest monster designs probably since the Another Riders and Zeo.
Agreed.
Like they're out there.
Very clever designs. I wouldn't say I like them aesthetically as like monster suits, but
they work.
But I appreciate the thought that goes into them.
Yeah, because the monsters in 01 were the Saber ones were like in Revice they were kind of cool.
Oh yeah, Sevens brings up a good point. Now Gotchard has every Yu-Gi-Oh summoning method. Gotchard is Synchro, Valvarad is Xyz, Dread is Ritual, and the Amalgams are using Fusion.
We're gonna put another coin in the jar.
Oh yeah, we got fucking Valvarad.
Put another coin in the pot of greed.
With Gekiocopter and Angeli. That was a cool form.
Angicopter custom. Very cool.
Angicopter, yeah.
Yeah.
I missed that Digimon
That's what you
form.
fuse together. That's what you fuse together, an angel with a helicopter.
Sure.
So like,
very heavenly.
But it looks biblically accurate. There's a wheel and there's wings.
Speaking of Valvarad,
and you should be not afraid.
Speaking of Valvarad, something I noticed this episode that I'm hoping won't be an ongoing concern. I noticed that while he was henching, we had to witness Mad Wheel evolve into Mach Wheel again.
What the fuck?
I thought this was like a permanent evolution, but now we have to wonder if we have to see that evolution every time he henshins, which is going to slow down an already lengthy henshin.
Was that part of the whole thing, or just like at the very beginning on the card?
It's on the card,
but that's it. Right?
What do you mean?
Like I can't remember the scene completely, but like, did he like go through 2 transformations?
No. The idea was he held the 2 cards in his hand before putting them in the driver, and then Mad Wheel re-evolved into Mach Wheel before he puts it in the driver.
Is it possible that was a flub?
No, that's far too much of a deliberate scene to be on.
Okay.
To not be deliberate.
I feel like enough of the fandom will probably complain about that, and Toei will notice, and they'll be like, "Okay, we'll just make him permanently Mach Wheel."
They'll probably shorten it in future episodes. But I will say, on the other hand, this does mean that technically original Valvarad could still return.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I was saying that.
Yeah.
Because that original card.
Because Mad Wheel is still usable.
So let's talk about. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, so now we had to have a moment where it's like, okay, let's see all the main Gotchard actors act like ZQ Vampire. So we got a scene of that, and it was cool. I liked it.
It felt kind of only for the sake of the joke and narratively unnecessary for him to just like, I'm gonna hop on you and then do the Zakun, and they're gonna hop on you and do the Zakun, and they're gonna hop on you and do the Zakun.
I will say the best one I think was Sabimaru.
Absolutely.
Being possessed, because just like the more he emoted, I was like, oh, he's a handsome guy.
Oh yeah, this actor when he speaks, it's always like
it felt weird on Hotaro. Sabimaru absolutely rocked it, and Rine forgot how to emote again.
Crown does that too.
Rine's doing her best. Renee's doing her best.
I was gonna say though, like let's talk about the cult scene, because that's what this reads as. Also, like intentionally.
This absolutely felt like a cult.
Like, I understand they're somewhat already under his spell, but like to me, the part where I'd be out was like, why is this idol leading us into this apartment?
Yeah,
like,
not even like a church.
Yeah, like this is like just some guy's house, like, and this is just a room.
Yeah, I love that the way we save Rine from the possession is by the glorious return of Bunny Parka.
Bunny Parka! Yeah.
I forgot how much I love just hearing the Gotcha driver go, Papa Parka! It's so fun.
I just really, like, I know that they made it as a thing you can buy, I think, but wasn't it, like, ludicrously expensive?
Oh, Emily, I just want to say I do, since I have a shit ton of fucking Kemi cards now, I do have a hollow Bounty Bunny card ready to give you, so.
No, you don't have to give me cards!
I do, and I will. I have.
Yeah, but I have nothing. I have no cards to give you in return. It doesn't seem right.
I don't want cards. I have lots.
I have too many, in fact.
I love Seven's comment. There are 5 people in this picture.
What was I saying during that? This is like a nesting doll, this image right here.
It's the Cumpire, Rene, Otaro, Bunny, and Parker.
Product too. Yeah, they made an official product.
Oh yeah, you can buy that.
All right, Chad.
But wasn't it like really expensive?
Chad, if you don't go in for the Kaguragi robe for me, I'll take this.
Yeah, you just need this and a Gotchard driver. That's the form.
Easiest rider cosplay ever.
It really is.
Yeah. So we get this whole cult scene. He starts draining their energy, legit like a Sailor Moon villain.
Oh yeah, no, this guy.
Yeah, that really felt like a Sailor Moon thing.
Everything about him, like his presentation, what his plan was, how he did it.
It's straight up Malachite sucking their energy.
Yeah, like I could just see him. I will return this to my Queen Barrow. Like,
yeah,
he's not really being like super like destructive, but the reason they have to stop him is, but if he like sucks the energy out of like more feeble people, like sickly people, like he'll kill them.
Then they'll kill them, yeah.
Like the old men already in this room.
It's really okay.
Maybe they're really strong old men.
I think we do need to put another coin in for ripoffs on this one.
Oh, it's not. We're not done.
You're right.
There's more coins to put in this jar.
So like
no, because he starts to charge. He starts to charge like a love spirit bomb. So
yeah, which is as we see in the episode preview, turns into fucking Kingdom Hearts.
Oh my God, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I never thought of that, but you're not wrong.
The Sora
of Gotchard.
The Sora amiibo is now available.
Yeah, it's hilarious. The Sora amiibo just got put out.
But only one planet was close enough to not be destroyed by the heart's magical rays. Earth. It would have only been better if it was Valentine's Day.
Kingdom Hearts. Nice try, Jerry.
Yep. Yeah. So interesting episode.
I wasn't expecting this to be a 2-parter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, some Rider episodes are 2-parters.
I'm excited for next week because we get a new Majade form, Moon Cerberus.
Oh, as soon as I saw it,
she looks so cool.
I love that.
I love it.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, looks cool.
I like the picture of this form came up, and I was like, oh, Ichi's playing FF14 with his guild, so I had to go into his like guild's Discord and tag him, being like, Ichi, check the Facebook chat.
Yeah, we were farming E4S and E8S, the fights that traumatized me in my first year of playing the game.
I was like, Ichi, there's a Majade form. It's blue. Look at it.
Hopefully we'll get to see more of Renge next episode.
Yeah.
Man, I just want to take her home.
Hopefully we get Kamen Rider Renge someday.
They never know.
Please don't call her Kamen Rider Renge. I hate when they do that.
I was gonna say,
Kamen Rider Sabimaru.
By the way,
the belt.
It didn't come up in my news feeds, but all this past week they've been revealing one by one the characters of Ride Kamens, and almost all of them use their names as their rider names. The only one that doesn't is Kamen Rider LOQ because he's a double parody with twin personalities.
So you're saying they did this specifically to piss you off?
Yes.
I actually really like the Waz one that they showed. I really love his outfit.
There's a Waz one, there's a double one, there's a Momotaros one, there's an Ichigo one. There's a bunch more that we haven't seen yet. The Waz one is fucking gorgeous.
Oh, I'm glad you agree and don't think I'm weird.
Yeah, he's his own Waz. You should call him Kamen Rider
That
Zao.
Outfit is so cool.
Kamen
Rider Zao.
Just call me EY.
One?
Yeah, it's Kamen Rider Saigo, apparently. That's one on the left.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we have any actual gameplay footage of the game yet. They've just been revealing the characters one by one.
I'll be like next.
I mean, it's basically Kamen Rider version of Twisted Wonderland.
Seven's in the chat. Ichigo, Nigo, Saigo. Oh, because he's the last one, I guess.
Whoop.
So yeah.
First versus the last.
If you ain't first, you're last. All right, Lane, take us in.
Okay, Buzu.
We start at the end, which is kind of cool.
This episode caught me the fuck off guard with this cold opening, fucking black
Me
bars.
too.
We start as the film nerds like to say, in media res.
Yes, in situ.
Kira's going for the Oscar.
Not just that, we got like widescreen. Like that wasn't expecting that,
right?
With the black bars, and yeah, it looks like they got fucked up.
They spoiled the episode by showing Shugadam in fucking tatters.
This would be like if Infinity War started with everyone dusted.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically that is actually a really good comparison.
I mean, for this it works because it's like, oh shit, like we know that Dag Dead is going to be the hardest thing ever.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, holy shit, they can't do it still.
Why are you talking about how hard Dag Dead is?
He's pretty hard.
Wow.
He's pretty rigid and structured and just
and long and shapely,
full of blood
and other things.
I don't think that one applies. I don't know if he even has blood.
He's got some sort of fluids.
By the way,
I'll find him.
this was more phallic humor. I apologize.
So we get
we're very mature at all.
So we get this dramatic.
When will you learn that it's encouraged?
Hard.
Metapod, use Harden.
Yeah, pretty much. So we get this opening narration by Jeremy as Gira trudges towards Dugdead in a scene that honestly feels 100% like the crawl towards the final boss in any JRPG.
Right.
They're going for it. And then to the point where the actual opening starts and Jeremy's typical opening narration is absent, added to the creepiness of that little cold opening there.
Because he's dead.
Because he's dead.
It's because he's dead. Even though he was just talking.
Just died. Like, he was dying as he's...
But I saw Cal earlier in the day. Yeah, he just died.
Okay, so
really
I want
he's not dead.
So I want to get this out. I want to get this out of the way because this is funny as shit. So we see like I forgot his name, but like the yelling Shugadam citizen.
Gotoge.
Yeah, Gotoge.
Yep.
So like the real one like shows up.
We gotta set that up though.
Okay.
Yeah. So we cut to the Shugadam throne room, and just I love that wide shot of the city. The whole like basically the country, and once again it just makes me yearn for a proper Kingohger RPG. This world is so beautiful and it would be so perfect if we got a proper video game.
It'd be nice.
But alas,
you have it in Fortnite for now, so deal with it.
I don't take those.
I'm gonna miss it a lot.
So we see Yanma proposing their method with which to defeat Dugdead by basically turning God Kingohger into Tengen Toppa Kingohger.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, that's like a perfect name too. I was thinking, what goes above God, like universe?
Yeah.
Kingohger, but
of course, because they got rid of Jeremy's Crystal of Immortality in order to defeat Grody, they don't have the final component they need to make that happen. There is a mention during this conversation that they have reached out towards the land of the dead in order to obtain a replacement, and we'll get into what that could mean later.
It was interesting too, like how like they're just talking about this end game, if you will, and what they have to do, and then one of my favorite shots in the whole series so far, honestly, that's just there.
Yeah, I love that they seem to have just forgotten that he's watching and can completely hear everything.
I don't think they've forgotten. I think it's more of we can do literally nothing.
Yeah.
So like we just got to do it.
We might as well just
And like their whole thing is we just don't know when he's gonna show up. Here he is.
Yeah.
And
what if I decided to kill you all right now on a whim? Wouldn't that be lols?
He's gone full Joker, baby.
He's so scary.
I mean, that's always been Dag Dead.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting right now because he's like his whole thing now is like he actually doesn't want to destroy them. He wants to like freeze them in conflict and like keep it that way.
He said that earlier, where after the episode after he was killed the first time, he was like, "I like them. Now I want to keep them alive in my collection." And that was the episode where he turned them all into amber. And again, even though that was the thing he did when Hirubiru died, all the amber turned off, and now there's just no more mention of that, and he's back to, no, I'm going to clean up the planet.
Okay. I love, too, when, like, they all notice him. There's that really quiet moment, like, right after they all, like, they henshin, and it looks beautiful. I know, man, I understand there's no stock henshins yet. But I love these ones. I love the bug holograms just flying into them.
Yeah.
With like
the stock henshins we do have include that.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think it looks cool like this though, like in universe, you know. And like I love that little bit of like silence they had right before they engaged.
Oh yeah,
I love that. Like I love when a music coordinator knows when to not use music.
Yeah. Emily, you good? We're getting some noise from your end again.
Yeah, I don't know what you're getting. Unless it's me breathing again. Sorry for breathing.
I don't think it was breathing. Anyway, so they engage in combat with Dagdet again, and they get pushed back to the point where Rita poses the question to Yanma: if you had 24 hours, could you complete the new Kingohger mode, form, whatever you want to call it?
Yeah, I love how Yanma at first is like, well, maybe. Then she says, answer yes or no, to which he doesn't.
If I had like 100,000 miracles in a row, maybe.
Like if a miracle happened, maybe. But how are we gonna get a miracle around here this time of year?
It's not like we're Sentai or nothing. And so, even though last episode was literally about evacuation, now we're doing a super evacuation.
And like we were talking about this, maybe in universe, like it has been weeks or even months, who knows? But it really does look like, oh boy, sure glad we evacuated and we're all back home. God damn it!
Yeah, everyone. It's not explicitly stated how much time passed since the last episode, but everyone legit just went back home.
And now, like, shit's going down. While like the Kingohgers are fighting Dagdet, he just like revives a bunch of monsters, and they all like go nuts on the towns.
Yeah,
and that's where we see like what Lane was talking about. Buddy getting like trampled down at first, which that was a good setup for something later.
Yep.
But also, what do we see, Lane? Who kicks ass here?
Hercules.
Fuck yeah, Hercules.
Yeah.
Hercules being a hero of the people. It's nice to see.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's great. He's so awesome.
I love that that's where his character is going.
Oh yeah.
So he like,
I've been wrong about Hercules in the past. But I will say this. His character is going in wonderful places.
He's committed to the I'm redeeming myself and nothing will ever be enough because of what I had to do.
Yeah.
Although again, like as a joke, I say, wouldn't this be fucking amazing if right at the very end they just do that same shot of his eyes shifting and he's back to being evil. Do the shot in reverse though. Like so he's looking at Gira now.
I needed to kill Dagdet, so now I can properly take over the world.
If I can kill Dagdet, now I'm back to.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Just go
that
full
would be
Dan.
such a fucking 180.
Go full Dan Kuroto. I only teamed up with you to kill my dad. Now I'm evil again.
Sorry, I killed your dad, Gira. So the whole thing is Hercules is like, okay, he's leading his people to the rendezvous site where all the other kingdoms are meeting. And I think this was a new...
With all their weird matching cat backpacks.
This was a completely new location that they go to, and I kind of hate that they spoiled it in the eye catch right after the opening.
Oh, did they? I didn't even know. But yeah, it's like this like forested area and...
in the middle of some cliffs.
And what's the deal here, Each?
So everyone uniquely on their own gets the order to evacuate, and they have it as Evacuation Plan 0, which apparently involves all of the retainers taking 6 of the exact same backpack that they had their country emblems on, which I hope they sell.
If they don't,
they're like cat. They look like cat backpacks where a cat would be taking out.
I was thinking the same thing, Emily.
But yeah, so apparently at some point since the last episode, all 6, well, the 5, well, 6, they stuffed their symbols of power, their symbols of rule, and Jeremy stuffed his Venomic shooter, because he doesn't have his anymore, in these little backpacks and just stuffed them somewhere where only the retainers could get them.
Like, one thing with that was just visually, like, it was heartbreaking, but it was also just kind of funny to me, because like, everyone's pulling out jewels.
Yeah.
And, but Moth Guy, oh, he gave me his piece!
And then it just shoots out a hologram like the Help Me Obi-Wan could.
Yeah, he just pops out a fucking hologram message.
Like full on.
Which is a very Jeremy thing.
Yeah.
Oh, those are the cat backpacks.
Why does it look like a Pokeball?
They need to be able to see where they freak out.
So I loved Morphonia's reaction was the best because like she gets like the text or something from Rita and she's just like, oh man, I'm fucking evacuate everyone. Well, oh, he's playing Zero. No.
Oh hey, look, it's me at my day job. Every time we get a new call.
Morphonia just hates working.
She does hate working. Remember, her parents were criminals.
I thought we went through this character arc already.
It was nice though, like cause I don't think we're quite selling just how heartfelt this episode is yet. Like because when the Kingohgers speak to their people, it's very nice, and I love the way it's juxtaposed to their fight where they're clearly losing. They're going all out. What are they called? The fangs they use?
No,
the Ryoga Isen, the fangs of defiance.
Yeah, and like
no,
I
they
love
just
seeing those
say
again.
like
It's just not working.
But so
no,
yeah,
they just. Oh.
No, it's okay. So the gist of what this message is so we couldn't bring down Dugdead because we are missing the 6th royal symbol. So we are sending you, our retainers, and our people with the symbols of power to evacuate into space and find another planet so that you can develop a way to eventually beat Dugdead. And the retainers promptly respond with, fuck that, we're not the protagonists.
No, just go back. Yeah.
But one thing they don't really highlight in this episode, Heracles has been complacent in this plan the entire time. At some point off screen, they explained this plan to him, and he was fully in on executing it from its inception whenever they talked about it. But the true terrifying thing about this is this completely undoes everything Heracles has done, and the show is not highlighting it well enough. You have to really think about it to realize everything Heracles did for his 17-year plan was for the sake of protecting Gira, for the sake of protecting everyone. And Gira and the other kings turn around and execute a plan that will surely lead to their own death. I don't know why Heracles isn't in fucking tears.
He basically is though. Like you can tell. Like you can tell he doesn't want to do this. But remember, the whole thing I was just saying. He's like, no, I need to listen to them to show that I'm good.
What I want doesn't matter anymore. I need to do what they want because they deserve it.
I would actually say the opposite, EJ. I was getting the whole, like, he hates himself for having to do it. He had to abandon his little brother again.
Yeah, and we do see it when they eventually do decide to abandon the plan and go back, that he's clearly, that's what he wanted to do the whole time all along. But I think the show could have done a better job in highlighting, like, this plan completely undoes everything Heracles worked for.
Again, I think that might be... It's more of like a character moment they were going for there. But we only have 22 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And because, like, okay, again, Heracles' actor is selling everything.
Absolutely.
Like, again, I hope this guy goes on to do bigger,
No,
better
he's
things.
awesome.
Like,
Masato Yano.
His facial expressions, that thing he's doing with his hand all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I love that. Whenever he makes his resolve, like, he just does the... And when
well,
he's like,
don't say bigger. Yeah, don't say bigger, better things like this isn't really good.
Well, I mean, like in terms of like recognizability.
We're saying we hope he goes on to have a successful career.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And like the whole thing is like I love when he's like going through the crowd like yeah, like it's the make way. It's like the first time you've ever seen him like look happy.
Yeah.
Like it's so nice.
And of course, Gotchard attempts to stop them, saying, well, if they leave, we're going to be dead unless we have the royal symbols. Take them!
And I love this fucking subversion they do, where...
Yeah,
like,
the twist here.
At first, you make it like, oh, he's finally on board with all of it. He's like, no, they are the king of kings and all that. And then, Lane, you wanted to say this. Go for it, Lane.
Oh, yeah, so then, like, another one shows up, and he's like, that's... imposter! And then like literally like the orphan girl just goes, yeah, he's the real one, he's louder.
No, it was it was Boone who did, not Kogane.
Also, did you see what he was doing? He was like doing that thing with his hands where he was like doing like louder, lower.
He was like measuring their volume of their voices with his hands.
And he figured out, oh yeah, he's the real one because he's louder. And that led to that thing where it's like, what, we saw him get trampled. Why is he over here? Oh,
and not trampled.
It's Kamen Jim.
It's Kamen Jim.
Kamen Jim return.
So much was going on. I completely forgot that. Oh yeah, Kamen Jim. Like,
I know a lot happened this episode, but I feel like this whole like Gotchard's trying to do a thing. Oh no, it's against what we want. Oh no, it's an imposter. Is it really? Which one's the real one? It's me. Oh no, he's the fake. It's Kamen Jim. Let's fight him. I feel like that whole exchange happened a little fast, but I will also acknowledge a lot happened this episode.
Yeah.
But then Rack Lee starts fighting Kamen Jimu, and that's when I realized this fight needs to happen, and this fight needs to be amazing, because this is the guy who killed Boshimaru and served under him in disguise for 15 years.
And as I've said before, like, I genuinely get the impression that Kamen Jim was the only one who actually put one over Rack Lee's, because he didn't know. He thought it was his loyal friend and retainer the whole time, and that's why he's pissed, because you killed my friend, clearly. And I was...
this one is personal, completely personal.
I was ready for this to be like, okay, Rack Lee's is going to take down Kamen Jim, it's going to be the best thing ever.
Yep.
Then it became actually the best thing ever.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that fucking portal to hell opened up.
This was the part where we decided Cell is going to really enjoy this episode. The door to Hakabaka opens up and out steps motherfucking Death Narok.
I am your envoy from the land of the dead. Awesome.
She's like, let's finish this fucker. So now we're gonna get a Hercules Death Narok team up against Kamen Jim.
Right, Lane?
Oh man, that's gonna be amazing.
I'm in.
Oh, man.
I am in.
All right, so now that we've talked about that, we need to get into our theories about this. So the way he says, "I'm your envoy from the land of the dead," makes it sound like he's supposed to be here for a reason unrelated to this exact conflict. Earlier in their episode, they talked about, we don't have Jeremy's Gem of Immortality anymore. We need a different power source that can emulate eternal life. We have reached out to Hakavaka, the land of the dead, to see what we can find out, because Gira mentions Rhyniel, even though technically Rhyniel is like super dead, because at the end of the movie, Doug Dead killed him. Well, re-killed him.
Back to the movie.
Yeah. So... It seems to me that like Death Narok has been sent here as the response to that. I feel like what we're leading to is Death Narok is going to either be or provide the replacement for Jeremy's Gem of Immortality.
Which, like, my idea...
That would make sense. Yeah.
Sal had a different theory, which I didn't think of, but is equally valid.
Like, and it sort of filters into what you're saying. Like, I think, they reached out, he was the one who answered the call sort of thing.
Yeah.
But, like, what I think happened was, because the whole thing was they shot the gem into Grody, right? And he went to the land of the dead, as we saw. Is that the first time we've seen the land of the dead, by the way?
No, it was in the movie, which happened between some episodes ago.
Okay. I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah.
I haven't either.
What if, literally, the gem is in Grody still, and Death Narok took it from him, and and now he's going to give it to them, say, here's your miracle.
Yeah, I think that's equally valid. What I didn't think of
that would be cool.
What I had thought was, so Death Narok is dead, and if he comes through the portal out into the world of the living, he's undead. So what if they use him being undead as a substitute for Jeremy's Crystal of Eternal Life, and they just like Yamna plugs a cable into his face.
They just hook him up to the electric chair that he's got.
They put the lie detector hat on.
They say, "Lie, Death Narok, lie! I hate humanity!" Aww.
Oh my god.
I don't think Death Narok is sticking around. Like, honestly, I don't think he's gonna like get like incinerated again. But I can see this ending with I must go now. It's back to the land of the dead.
All I ask for is a heartwarming reunion between Death Narok and Tarantula Abyss.
I hope so. That would be nice. I literally can see it like ending with Death Narok saying something to the effect of, you know, I put a lot of people in the underworld myself, and maybe they need a guide.
I was thinking more along the lines of no one eradicates humanity but me.
That'd be great. What if Death Narok becomes the king of the land of the dead?
Oh, that'd be neat.
And this was never gonna happen, obviously, because it's based off fan art. But like, I was like, if he pulled out a goddamn sword and went Death Gotchard and became that fan art we saw of like, what if Death Narok had his own Gotchard armor?
Death Narok Gotchard.
Oh, Like that's like what a tarantula this gives him the ability to. Oh
That'd be so fucking cool.
They've been hiding
if they've managed to hide him being a ranger from us, applause to Toei for keeping that under wraps.
He'd be the 8th ranger, right?
Yeah.
And the tarantula have 8 legs.
Spiders have 8 legs, yeah.
It all makes sense.
Like he's a worm. They have no legs. They have no legs, 8 legs.
He's a worm?
They did hide Gotchard Daybreak, that is true.
I'm pretty sure Death Rock is based on because he had the worm tentacles, right?
Would you still love him if he were a worm?
Yeah, why not? Worms are awesome. Arachis,
I agree.
All I know is we're gonna see
Is Death Rock the
yeah.
We're gonna see Dagdead get defeated in probably the most fucking satisfying way. That's good.
I hope that they kick open the dome on his head and then they slice through the true form.
I really want to just see the little bug encased in the top because of his head and just try to escape, and then just Gira or someone just fucking stabs it.
Blade, imagine this ends exactly like RoboCop 2.
Oh
I was thinking, imagine if this is just Oogie Boogie's defeat from Nightmare Before Christmas.
My bugs.
It'd be cool if he was filled with bugs too. Yeah.
I honestly do not want King Dagdead to die. I don't want anyone to die, but I know that
several people are.
That's normally what happens.
I feel like
Dagdead to be Dag alive.
I feel like we did the bag of bugs thing with Minongan because he was Minongan was Dagdead's living Lazarus pit.
Yeah.
Imagine this ends with him just a normal little bug that the kids are having in the terrarium. That'd be poetic.
I will kill you.
You know what? That'd actually be poetic. He ends up in a collection.
Yeah.
That just makes me think of Bowser at the end of the Mario movie.
I was
Put him in the jar.
I was thinking at the end of Santa Claus 2 where they take the toy Santa and becomes one of the dancing Santas.
Oh my god.
I fucking love that. I love those movies.
Next week this is full Endgame homage they've gone with here.
Oh yeah, absolute war.
No. This is gonna be the final fucking episode with the battle, and then episode 50 is gonna be the epilogue.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how they have to do this.
But so we cut away from the reveal of Death Rock being back to Dagdead fighting the Kingohgers again back in Shugadam, and then he pulls the black materia and casts Meteor. Hey, did you guys forget that I can do this?
Oh man, that sky is falling.
And is fucked.
That was their B.
So Dagdead meteors the fucking planet, and then we go back into the scene from the cold opening with Gira trudging through the ruins of his kingdom.
Because Gira's an immortal, you see.
Yeah.
And he will be the
He heals real good.
He is immortal. He heals real good.
So that's how I got here.
And as dramatic as it was to see him walk by the corpses of his fallen friends, it is immediately undone by the episode preview showing that, oh boy, did they survive.
Nah, that's the genre, unfortunately. I was going to say, if the next episode, because Lane, I agree with you, what I want to see is a Hercules Death Rock team up on Kamajan, but if those two are the ones who deflect a killing blow Dagdead was about to make to Gira, holy shit, his 2 former enemies come to save him.
Yep.
Come on.
Oh, if Hercules sacrifices himself, I will be very, very upset.
Yeah. I hope Hercules makes it through this, honestly.
It's totally within his character to do such a thing, but I really hope it doesn't happen.
I don't want to see a Hercules sacrifice.
No.
Sacrifice.
Just when I make my move, Dagdead will take me, which means it's your chance to kill Dagdead. What you talking about? He's going to sacrifice himself. You can't. There must be another way. You want to stop Dagdead from killing the planet or not? It's up to you, Gira. It has to be you, not me, not Hercules, not the Kingohgers. You.
What is that from? It's really familiar.
It's the reference. It's from Harry Potter, the Philosopher's Stone, when Rod's talking about he's gonna
Harry Potter, Dragon Ball Z, same thing.
I was just gonna say
it's a meme on TikTok. It's really funny.
I was just gonna say you cut over to Jeremy. He just raises one finger.
What the?
No, doing the Doctor Strange thing.
No, you just turn over to Jeremy. He's just Gojo. Just fucking hollow purple.
Do you guys think,
fucking hollow purple?
for a quick what we will see, do you think next week it will be like Dagdead will be wrapped up completely and then the last episode will be epilogue-y, or will this be a full-on two-parter?
No. I want next episode to be like the final end-all battle. We kill Dagdead, and then episode 50 is okay. Here's the epilogue. Here's the wrap-up. Here's what everyone's doing. We end the series.
The way I see this happening is 49 will be the big war where everyone's fighting and everyone gets their moment. Every character of note will get like a minute or something to do something cool on screen with the combat.
I can't wait to see Duga fucking take some shit out.
Right? And then I think 49 will end as the Ogers are squaring off with Dagdead for the finale. And I think 49 will end with them finally pulling off the solution they need to kill Dagdead, which is probably going to be Tengen Toppa Kingohger.
Yeah, no, speaking of that, okay, hear me out. Remember when they did like the God version and they had like the retainers and shit with them in the mech? What if the bigger one, they get the entire planet to be in the mech?
I think it's definitely going to involve at least the full 20 pilots that they did when God Kingohger debuted, if not more. And then I think 49 is going to end with them pulling off this miracle that they need. Half of 50 will be the actual battle, and then the last half of 50 will be the epilogue.
I can see that.
And I know that there are leaks going out about the descriptions of the episode, and I have not read them. I have tried to avoid them, so this is just me positing what I think the structure of the last two episodes will be.
In all fairness to that, like on the next episode, like if you think about it at all, of course everyone's fine and they're gonna have a fight. They actually didn't like spoil a whole lot other than there's gonna be a fight.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. Like it could literally be a full episode of fighting too.
Yeah.
Like who knows? So before we move on to the feature topic, one thing I wanted to say that it made me laugh when Death Rock came out, like from the undead world, like the swagger he had. Only time there's ever been more was Fat Sebastian. Like those two together are just like it's like MIB walk.
Oh my god. Fat Sebastian.
Fat Sebastian is the true king of Chicago.
My favorite's little Sebastian from Parks and Rec.
I was thinking about him too, actually, weirdly.
I was gonna say actually, kind of like it would be sad. They were mentioning this in the chat of like, if we do see a future where it's like all of them and their kids, and if Rackley's does end up not making it through this, there's gonna be a moment where Gira is speaking to his son, and the son is named Rackley's. Like, it's gonna be so sad.
The question is, if Rackley's doesn't survive this, will he have impregnated Suzume?
Find out next time.
I was not thinking that, but now I am, and I'm very sad.
Yeah.
Well, they fucked off screen.
We are approaching Kingohger Endgame.
He's back, baby. I'm in.
No,
I wasn't in before.
I'm not ready for the show to be over for Ichi's sake.
I'm not ready either.
It's so weird that there's only 2 episodes left.
What a year it's been for you, buddy.
2 more episodes, 2 more chances for stock engines. Well, we have movies.
Then we get the boom boom.
Don't stop the boom boom.
Boom boom. Yeah, that's gonna be
that's in the theme.
You'll never stop the boom boom. Have no fear. They got episodes.
That stories for years. I remember that too.
The 6 Rangers a robot.
Maybe.
Fucking maybe.
It's entirely possible.
It's Bumper. He's back.
Boom boom's your Christmas boogie.
All right. Feature topic time.
Black Sun, baby.
Okay, I'm out, I suppose. But thank you for having me.
What?
Thank you for sticking with us this far.
Thank you, Emily.
Yep.
Nice talking to you.
I hope that I wasn't a complete and utter space case.
Oh. Enjoy the rest of your fest. Hope you-
Yeah. Good night, everybody. Stay safe.
I literally spent this entire thing
Stay space.
thinking to myself, what's Emily think
Bye.
about it?
See ya.
And now you're gonna deny me this?
No, it's okay.
I'm sorry. I don't even know what it is. So I guess that my response to that is I don't know.
It's okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you.
No, it's okay. Don't worry, Paul.
Okay, bye.
Don't speak for me.
No, exactly.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Be dead.
Goodbye, Emily. Thanks for being on.
Goodbye, Emily. Yeah.
Goodbye then. Bye.
So, Paul, would you like to give us some background on what it is we watched this week?
Boy, I like Black Sun.
Good background.
I really
What if we just took Amazon's and just made it very political? There we go.
What if we took X-Men and made it Kamen Rider?
What if we took Kamen Rider and did it The Boys?
I did not know what the show was going into it, like legit. All I knew was it was okay. We got Kamen Rider Black, we got Shadow Moon, and somehow it's them in like a more modern age.
And all you really know
shit.
is Satan Sabaru.
It's a great big metaphor for COVID.
But then they're just all like, oh yeah, here's about like the fucking kaijins living among us, and you know they want rights and stuff and equality, and I'm like, hold on, wait, what?
There, I played it. So yeah, they kind of did this in what I think is like kind of a backwards order, where like we get the protesters saying like kaijins are not human, they shouldn't be allowed to coexist among us, and I'm like, hold on. So is this a world where kaijins are just the normal people? They aren't monsters terrorizing the city?
Yeah.
That's the subversion they've gone for.
I feel like someone should have said that first before we get to the protesters.
Before we talk about what is this? Like,
so this is basically a modernization, like a modern like reboot of Kamen Rider Black, and it's Kamen Rider Black Sun.
What's interesting is a lot of like just the narrative elements that they're using throughout the entire show, but it's evident in the first episode. It's kind of just the reverse of what happened in the original Kamen Rider Black, because the original Kamen Rider Black was basically just a more upscaled, more high concept version of the ideas behind the original Kamen Rider. So we're meant to look at the kaijin and say, oh, enemy, Rider Kike.
Yeah, generally.
Also, when they were showing the opening, and they were like, I don't think it was the opening. It was just showing kind of like a flash forward through like 50 years. Because yeah, apparently, like, okay. First off, we start this episode the way I wasn't expecting, with just hearing a little boy just like fucking agonizing in pain. I'm like, oh, that poor kid, and then just see him being openly operated while awake, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, what are we getting into?
Didn't like that. Did not like that.
I warned you, Ichi. I'm like, this is gonna be violent as shit.
In the original series, they I'll just say this: it's Kotaro and Nobuhiko.
Yeah.
The main characters
Black.
Of Black.
No, and I understand the surgery is to give them the power and stuff
exactly.
like that. That's the point. But why is he awake?
Because they're evil.
No,
I was gonna say this for all the would-be villains out there. Hold on. Yeah. You don't just put them under just for non-cruelty reasons. It's because you'll fucking die if you're in that much pain and shock.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll rebut with this. Through the thing, you saw that the eclipse was happening and they were in a rush, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
The way that
anesthesia takes less than 20 seconds.
Yeah, I get it.
They did it because, how can we show that this is cruelty? But for me, this is one of those like things where it just sort of like breaks me of everything because it's like,
So I don't know what kind of like public status Golgum has in the original Kamen Rider Black because I haven't watched it, but even I can tell that it's different in this because I was laughing my ass off seeing that the Gorgum Party was a public political party in this series.
No. I saw that, and I immediately just fucking went,
Gorgum!
It's Gorgum!
In the original, Gorgum is the secret society.
Yeah, as I expected.
They've got their tendrils in all things of government and all that stuff.
Shadow organization.
Sure. Which is why I laughed the first time when I saw that there were Gorgum people who...
Publicly facing Gorgum Party.
And were being dunked on by the Prime Minister.
Yeah, I love it. Just like you find out, the Prime Minister has hands on this, and I'm like,
he's so culpable. But at the same time, it made me really laugh. Where I'm like, this is literally them turning the story on its head, but like almost like regrafting everything.
Yeah.
In order to make it like the same basic story with the same themes, and yet it's more heightened with this.
Yeah.
They go much more high concept with this. With the original Black, it's just a basic rider show going from the Showa to the Heisei. But with this...
It's commentary on racism.
It is.
Yeah, it's about racism.
And it tackles its own in-jokes, but it tries to elevate the villain tropes.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, in this series, people mutating into kaijins is just a normal thing, apparently. They are still a minority, quote-unquote, but like it's more... There's a faction of people in the public who accept that kaijins can coexist with humanity, and there's a faction who opposes them. And there are protests on both sides.
I hear there's heroes on both sides.
Well, but like, so we get one of the first things we also get is like it's this teenage girl. Her name's like Aoi, I think. Yeah, and I see her like she's speaking toward like the United Nations in New York City or whatever like that, and like she's speaking English and stuff. So I just see her like she's like protecting like kaijin rights and stuff like that, and I'm just sitting there being like, okay, so Paul, I know you've watched the series, so I'm just like, let's just say we're just talking about this as if we're seeing it for the first, it for the first time. But I just saw this girl, and I'm just like, oh, she's gonna fucking die, isn't she?
No.
And then be targeted not only by the main character, but the opposing fucking force who's defending them.
Right.
I'm like, oh no.
No, she'll be fine.
The most unrealistic thing about this whole episode was when someone said, there's people who don't want to like take out hits on kids. I'm like, you're talking to the wrong hitman.
Yeah, so Minami Kotaro in this version is some kind of drifter hobo living in a bus taking mercenary hit contracts.
Yes.
And on a fuck ton of ketamine.
Sharks. He's hooked on ketamine.
Yeah.
They made such a point, too, of it being ketamine.
Yeah.
It's like, did they sponsor this?
They showed us the box.
Specifically, it's ketamine.
Mighty Morphin time indeed.
Wow, weird merch.
And it's to mitigate, like, his inner mutations and shit like that.
I think he's just being a junkie about it, honestly.
It could be both.
Okay.
It's like, that's a massive painkiller.
So... Okay, also, I feel like Cell, this was probably the highlight of the episode for you. This I had to do a kind of just like, as I turned away, looked back. So they introduced this thing called like, it's like the Sleeping King or something.
Creation King?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Creation King. So
really?
I
You mean Mother Brain?
I looked away, looked back at the TV, and just saw this giant fucking bug with like fucking tubes on it and stuff. And I'm like, hold on, what the fuck is this?
That fell right out of Alien, and
They're milking the mother brain.
They
It
are.
was so fucking cool. It was so fucking cool looking. I loved it.
Like very good practical effect. Like
I love the Century King.
I thought it was called
The Creation King is what the sub said.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Century King.
Well, maybe they changed.
Well,
it.
what they said was Sosei, which I believe has the word for creation in it.
Might be.
Maybe
The subs we watched said Creation King. I wrote it down.
I thought it was just like asleep or like in like a comatose state, and then like at
See
the
its
like
head
near
move.
before the end of the scene, it just like kind of like turns its head up, and I'm like, oh fuck, that's still alive.
It
Point
He's
is they're
conscious.
carving it up.
Yeah, like I think it's also like
They're getting heaven.
directly inspired by like the space jockey from Alien, but just again, that's just a really impressive practical effect.
Yeah, it's
honestly,
If that thing
that
sits
Amazon
up
money.
at one point,
I think
if
my
that thing
favorite.
stands up at one point, I'm gonna be terrified.
So Paul, according to Vegas, the ketamine's for his busted leg.
Too many rider
Right.
kicks. So,
Too many rider kicks.
I think my favorite part of the episode was where they introduced this junky-looking motherfucker named Oliver Johnson.
My favorite character in Kamen Rider history.
I looked at him and immediately went, "That's the monster of the week." He's not living the episode.
Just like, but like the way he's brought up, it's the best thing because like we need to go find someone to kill this girl. Oliver Johnson. And he-
Yes,
Hey,
the one man for the job.
Oliver
Hey you, can you kill this little girl for us? Yeah, okay. No
That's cool.
problem.
Do I
No
get
problem
more
at all.
drugs?
Balls.
How did they come up with that name? How do you pick Oliver? It's a name. It's not even a weird
They
name.
just probably Googled English names.
No, Sel, you need to understand when they're in Japan, when there's a Japanese anything and there's a character with an English name in a Japanese thing, it's instantly fucking cool. It just sounds cool.
It's like how Japanese
yeah.
names are cool to us.
Yes.
Exactly. So
Everybody
to a
likes
Japanese person, Oliver Johnson is probably one of the coolest fucking names they've ever heard in their
Johnson,
lives.
Johnson, Oliver Johnson.
But he was
Nice
Spider
moment.
Kaiji.
Yeah.
So he has no Johnson.
So we get to see Aoi go back to her high school, and her class makes a big fucking deal, not just because she went to New York to talk at like the UN or whatever the fuck that was, but like, you got to be in the same city as the Statue of Liberty.
Breed like the Statue of Liberty breeds. Statue of Liberty doesn't
Japanese
breed, idiot.
youngins.
Lame. They clearly haven't seen Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah, for real.
You breathe the same air. It doesn't breathe air.
Shut up,
You idiots. I think we should talk also about the opening, like not the opening, sorry, like the whole riot scene. Like,
oh yeah, the
like
protests.
like that seems to start everything off, and you know, like they're going with the whole like you know, they're straight up doing the X-Men thing where everyone's afraid of the mutants, you know.
No,
and
but
like,
it's
But of course,
it's
the
like
only
it's like every riot scene I've ever seen in a movie or TV show. Opposing forces, someone like does something to rile another person. The person kind of goes ballistic to kind of like, you know, and then a cop's afraid, and a cop gets afraid or something, and then he shoots him in fear because he doesn't know what the person was gonna do. And I've seen that in like every fucking movie or TV show with like a riot scene like that.
I love that, like, as the protest is escalating and you see more and more people turn into kaijins, and most of them look scary. Then you see just a couple of them who've just turned into like bird people, and they don't look at all threatening.
They're like penguins.
They're like
penguins. I think they're like sparrows or something.
That's also the other thing that.
Hey, look, Decker Shop Death Narok Oger.
Oh, thank you.
The sparrow is the most important one.
Yeah,
because the sparrow eats the bug.
Oh.
Someone said also that Oliver Johnson wasn't the Spider Guy.
They said Oliver Johnson, and then that dude showed up. That was the way I interpreted that scene.
What if Oliver Johnson is Death Rock's human name? He's also kind of a spider.
Yeah, Oliver Johnson the 7th.
No, he was saying He was saying he wants to cut off all of our Johnsons.
Johnson.
Someone at Toei's been watching The Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Oliver Johnson.
And Zaboomo.
But okay, something I want to give this show right away, at least this episode, shot very nicely.
Yeah.
Like it was like they didn't just do it like set up the camera and do a wide. Like there was some like fun little like low angles, and they used lighting a lot.
I think my favorite scene from a cinematography standpoint is the scene where you see the dude walking through the little like slum town as he walks into the house where Aoi's family is or whatever, and like you see like it's from like a like a ongoing one shot from like different angles.
Yeah, they did a good one shot there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Oliver Johnson is not the spider guy.
Fuck!
Yeah, we'll see him in the second episode.
I reject that reality. Oliver Johnson is the spider kaijin in my brain.
Oh, Oliver Johnson, where have you gone?
Oliver Johnson.
Who is it?
Oh, don't spoil Oliver Johnson. We'll get to him when we get to him.
Oh, is he a character later in the show?
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Yeah, he's in the second episode. Damn it! He's fucking
met
Oliver Johnson. He's black and black son.
Is that the black and black son?
Oh shit! All right. It's been almost a year since I've watched this.
So anyway, some dude who we are referring to as Oliver Johnson shows up and transforms into the spider kaijin. And my favorite part,
there was a story bit there too, where like we just integrated how much more. First of all, we find out that Aoi is like friends with the Sparrow Boy.
Yeah.
Right? Like close friends.
Yeah. Shinsuke, I think his name was.
And then like she goes out and like the Westboro Baptist church is there for some and like they're protesting and shit.
They have to interact with the racists on the bus.
And like she's feeling really bad about it. And it's interesting because he's trying to keep like a brave face about the whole thing. Which, you know, that's sad in its own right.
Yeah. Because he's the one that all of this is being directed at. She's the one defending him. And so he's way more helpless in this than even he thinks. Like it's like he feels as though now he owes this person, and now they're and they've been friends for so long.
I didn't get that impression that he felt he owed her. I think they're just friends.
Yeah,
I mean,
I love that when they were on the bus, a bunch of people start pulling out their phones because they're like, "Oh, kaijin!" And Aoi proceeds to pull out her phone and go, "Y'all want to get canceled?" And they all put their phones away.
Oh, that was a cool move. I love that.
Yelp.
What I mean is, he hates having to watch her do this.
Yeah, no, sure. It's her friend, and like their friend, like I was saying, this speaks to like a sad, like unfortunate little thing that tends to happen with like racism, where people who it's directed at, like they get used to it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So anyway, we encounter the spider kaijin, and as cool as it was, it kind of sucked out the awesome factor for me when his head finished transforming and his hairstyle changed from Prince to Ron Jeremy.
Yeah, that was a little gross.
I really liked the makeup on that one guy that Kotaro was like threatening for like money.
Oh, the Two-Face?
Dude with the like half kaijin face.
Oh, sardine kaijin. Yeah.
Sardine? Is it actually sardine?
That is what I would.
That's what it looks like.
He looked like a sardine.
So it's like he's got sardine eyes. And
a big old fish.
Oh, because it's supposed to resemble like it's supposed to kind of like space kind of like when you like rip open like a can of sardines, you know, like it's like the top open.
Can you imagine?
That's awesome. Yeah, that was good makeup. That was really good makeup.
Spider-Ron Geromonos.
Oh no.
It's Italian Spider-Man.
No.
Italian Spider-Man!
Hey.
No.
Looks like Ron Jeremy is Spider-Man.
So I like that like Aoi's being like confronted by like the spider kaijin, but then like you see Kotaro like also walking behind them, and I'm like oh he's here to fucking kill her.
Yeah, he was there to see her.
At one point he like reaches for her like, I'm gonna get you. But then he sees the plot orb she's carrying.
Yes.
And then he's like, oh, I go conscious or conscience.
I absolutely love though how while the spider guy was attacking those two, he was just kind of like, I'm gonna see how this plays out.
Yeah.
Our hero, everybody.
Yeah.
And he transforms into
He
his
starts
like
as a dick, and that's I like when characters change.
Yeah. Decker posted the theme song in the chat, and I love that the name of the theme is "Did You See the Sunrise?" because my brain immediately goes to "Did you see the sunrise? Was it Kamen Rider Black?"
Let's see. We had songs.
You see that sometimes you should just not make a show.
You know, we have hit songs from Kamen Rider such as "Did You See the Sunrise?" and "Chair."
Good old Chair.
Oh,
I still can't believe that's a fucking song.
It's a good song though.
Speaking of music, we got to talk about that for a second. The opening bit, like me and Ichi were thinking, what does this remind us of? This reminds us of something. Like where the music has those four notes, like da-na-na, like da-na-na, like all that.
Yeah.
Was that 3? Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
But like the whole time I'm thinking, what is this? This is gonna bother me all night. For me, it ended up being the Atreus theme in God of War Ragnarok. It has a very similar like little flourish there. What did you realize it was reminding you of?
For me, it ended up being the theme to Final Fantasy VI.
So we immediately watched the Rental Floss song.
Yeah. The Burix.
It's my balls.
Got monkeys in my junkies.
Only one.
Just the one.
I got monkeys in my junkies.
One motherfucker. It's my other pants.
It's infectious.
I also got to say, I liked how the spider guy like morphed though, like the way his like the legs came out the back end, and like it kind of looked like something like he was gonna be supporting himself with just his head.
It looked like a boss from Parasite Eve.
So here's where I realized that it was more like because like Amazon's was still very violent and gory and stuff. Like hell, we saw one of the characters in the second season literally gets split right down the fucking middle by one of the main characters. But like this one, fucking Black just impales the fucking dude, and then he just starts fucking blowing his intestines out. I'm like, oh yeah, it's one of these shows. Cool. I'm in for a good time.
Did you know that Amazon
he's not gonna
makes
like this.
Boys? Okay, this was my.
That's why I'm like Ichi, you've watched The Boys. I'm pretty sure now you can handle gore.
Yeah, nothing in this first episode really bothered me too much. I think the most I had to like look away was seeing the children get operated on.
Yeah, but that's just unpleasant in general.
Yeah, that just means you're human.
Yeah.
Also, I warned you.
You don't want to watch a child get their abdomen opened up and rock stuff.
I warned Ichi when Black Noir was like fucking up those like terrorists.
Yeah.
I was like, Ichi, turn away from that. You're not gonna like it.
So anyway, we do get Kotaro transforming, but it's not Kamen Rider Black Sun yet. This is the, I guess, Grasshopper Kaijin?
Yeah.
Grasshopper Kaijin in black form.
Yeah. So what I liked about
look at
this,
the face. The hair is Ron Jeremy.
Really does look like Ron Jeremy.
So what I liked about this was, because in the original Kamen Rider Black show, when he does his henshin, you see him kind of be in his like monster form before he becomes the proper black suit. So I like that they took that and fully realized it being like, no, this is like his original first form, and I'm like, that's sick. I love that.
That's
it's
amazing.
So cool. Such a good
that was
callback.
One of the things I like too.
I was really enjoying too the design in general. Like I like when it's like an organic looking suit, like very Guyver. But what I also really like is like the spider guy included in this. They give them the proper amount of limbs, which I like. That's fun.
Yeah.
And then Kotaro ripped a couple of them off.
Yeah, and shoved them back into his gut.
Grrr. Yes, the grasshopper, natural predator of the spider.
Yeah.
I enjoyed seeing one of the legs stab into Kotaro's back, and then as it was like trying to heal around it, he like pulled it out and like
here, have it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so yeah, you guys were talking a little bit about the suit. I'm not a huge fan of like the biological mutation kind of rider suits. So in terms of taste, this kind of isn't really up my alley, but I appreciate what they're doing. I completely understand where they're going for, and I think it's well
You
executed.
understand the assignment.
Yeah.
You understand the assignment.
Yeah.
You gotta get that venom.
And one of the
Kamen Rider Venom.
And one of the things that I'll say is it takes this show a little bit to get to Kamen
Actual
Rider
Black Sun?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I'm totally okay
but
with
it
that.
is a great character moment.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, so like when I like going into Nobuhiko quickly, just because like we haven't really talked about him. He's the other side, because you got to remember, Black and Shadow Moon, they're two sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
So you like they're yin and yang. You can't have one without the other. So Nobuhiko is interesting. So apparently, just for 50 years, like Kotaro was the one who managed to, I guess, to escape. We'll probably get more, explained later in other episodes. Yeah. But obviously, Nobuhiko, got captured by Gorgum. He's been held hostage for all this time, and they've just been kind of keeping him alive and young by giving him creation king blood or juice, whatever
they call it heaven, but it's goo extracted from the giant bug corpse.
Yeah. And they really want Nobuhiko to be the next creation king. They really, really want that.
Yeah,
so they're
Shadow Moon is potentially Bug Jesus.
Apparently,
like Kaijin Jesus.
The way I understood it, this heaven goo sustains all of them, so they need to extract it from this giant bug thing in order to keep living, but also they're preparing Nobuhiko to replace it eventually when the one they currently have dies.
Without spoiling anything, ingesting heaven with a Kaijin, like, let's say Sparrow Kaijin ingested it. I'm not going to give spoilers to anyone who wants to watch this, but let's say he did. He'd become way stronger, first of all.
So it is a drug metaphor.
Yeah.
Yes. And all of the...
Nobuhiko does mention in this episode to Kotaro that if you had eaten heaven, you wouldn't have aged as badly as you have.
Exactly. Like, all of the biological degradation that the process of being a Kaijin does on you, heaven halts it for like a while and strengthens your body as you eat it. Like, Kaijin are supposed to consume...
It's Kaijin mean.
I feel like Nobuhiko is going to be my favorite character because, like, he gets loose because, like, he senses that Kotaro's alive or whatever. I get like a bunch of them do, honestly, because like they're like Kaijin forms kind of like flicker in and out, and they're like it's kind of like a shutter, and they're like oh fuck, the other Black Sun's alive somehow, and I will. So Nobuhiko escapes. So Nobuhiko escapes and he starts walking down a hallway and he sees like this one guy, and I just immediately go, well, that's Shadow Moon. This guy's instantly fucked. And proceeds to kill him, take his clothes, and get away. And I was just like, yeah, it's fucking Shadow Moon.
Jerry in the chat, Soylent King was people.
Like, when he's eating / drinking it, it looks like one of those like jammer pouches.
Yeah, when I first saw someone drinking from it, like, ooh, juice box.
Right?
Oh,
Heaven looks yummy. Honestly,
time for my evil Capri Sun.
Right.
Yeah,
Capri Black Sun.
Sun.
Oh,
look at it, man! Jesus Christ! It's like that thing that Luke drinks that fucking milk from The Last Jedi.
Creation King, you're so corpulent that when you sit around the Tuscan Villa, you sit around the magnificently appointed Tuscan Villa.
You're looking at this picture. Like, this is me on the toilet.
Also, I didn't realize in the beginning of the episode, like when we see like Kotaro like first introduced to him like as a grown man, by the end of the episode we find out he lives in a bus. Yep. I was like, that's pretty rad.
Honestly,
I believe it.
From this angle, this thing looks like if you made like a horror reboot of Alice in Wonderland, and that's the caterpillar.
Oh yeah, pretty cool.
Oh my god.
It's either a bus or like an abandoned subway car.
It looks like a bus.
I think it's a bus.
It looks like a bus. Yeah, it was a bus.
Yeah,
definitely a bus.
It'd be funny if by the end he just like fixes it and he just drives it around.
Imagine that's his bike.
That's his rider machine.
So basically, Nobuhiko goes up to Kotaro and he goes, "You need a Shadow Moon? I can make it big."
I love that, like, so, like, he picks up Aoi after this whole encounter with the spider kaijin.
Because, you know, being a girl, she just faints.
Yeah, he brings her unconscious body back to his bus. And, like, I see Nobuhiko sitting in the back that holds, like, immediately as we cut into the interior of the bus. And I saw that there was a person there, but I didn't process it was Nobuhiko at first. So I'm just like, wow, he just, like, amasses a collection of unconscious bodies. And then he started talking. I'm like, oh, wait, it's Nobuhiko.
And I was saying, like, this show is shot very nicely because, yeah, like, I like shots like that where you can see the character there before the characters in the scene notice them.
Yeah.
You know? Stuff like that. It's like...
Oh, it's like in the Batman when you first see the Riddler.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
I hope you made second.
But yeah, so the episode basically ends with Kotaro and Nobuhiko's interaction.
Yeah, and honestly, I think it's a good pilot. Like to what we're doing. Like you've set up the characters, you set up the intrigue, you set up what the goings-ons are with a little mystery to be had.
I was not expecting like kaijins to live among society and stuff, and I'm like, okay, I'm into this. This is kind of cool. Getting political.
It was so like it was so jarring the way it just like quietly ended. I was because like our previous, I just wanted to go like so. I just wanted to imagine like the Amazons ending, just like as Nobuhiko's leaving the bus. Yeah.
Oh my! No, I was about again. Fuck, man, we're best friends. I was about to say like we need to have like an episode where it just like it has like an intense moment at the end, and we just put in the Amazon saying. Oh, those songs are fucking rad, man.
Something I forgot about, but I loved is like the way he finishes off the spiders. He pulls his head off, like very Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
And just the way it's framed, it looks like he's about to throw it at like Aoi's feet.
I got this for you.
It's a nice head.
I killed the spider.
Look, I killed your spider.
I like to assume that at some point Nobuhiko is going to clean himself up, and he's probably going to look very handsome. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that.
Looking at him with all that hair, I just was flashing back to the debut of Ho-Oh Soldier.
Yeah. Fucker, yeah. And then when you find out, like, oh, he's like wearing a sweater. No, that's all body hair. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Black Sun. I want to watch more. It's great.
Someone who's not really into Kamen Rider, like, I enjoyed it.
I didn't hate it. It was all right.
One thing I'll say, like, this isn't a detriment or a plus. It's just something I noticed. If you took this, just the look, like the aesthetic of everything, like the monsters, the riders, and all that, I would have, if I didn't know what this was, I would have thought this was what Shin Kamen Rider would have looked like.
It kind of had the same vibe.
And Shin Kamen Rider, the aesthetic of all the stuff in there, like, you know how the Kuminos was more of like a guy in a suit? I would have thought that would have been in this.
The thing is, like, this was shot completely seriously and dramatically and intentionally, and like the vibe was very clear and consistent. Whereas Shin Kamen Rider feels like it's trying to be like that, but then you have those like really abrupt cinematographical choices that I talked about.
Yeah. Watch that episode, people. It's a good one. Broken Shins.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, I feel like you should give Amazon's a shot, maybe a couple episodes, because like Amazon's is really good too.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Kingohger, and we can all check some stuff out.
I've been watching Kingohger. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I'm liking it. It's fun. I like the characters. It passes my red test where I don't hate red.
We're about 12 episodes in. We're just past the debut of Kyoryu Gold.
And I really liked him quite a bit.
Yeah.
He's a fun.
Oh, Uchi's great.
Yeah. I love it. I love Tara Gordon.
Tara Gordon.
Tara Gordon.
I'm so sad that Taraidano lost the cape when he wasn't evil anymore.
Yeah, Lane, watch more Black Sun.
I will. I think I looked at the future topic schedule, and we are going to talk about the entirety of it. So.
Are we? Okay. I'll wait for that.
Yeah.
Good to know Garv set up our schedule for a while before he decided to take his break.
Good man.
Yeah. So more Black Sun, definitely.
Hey.
More Black Sun. More Black Sun.
More Black Sun.
Now each week my heart is getting bigger.
Also, he's a rider.
That I need to put that's
You know
the
what?
fucking bumper song.
Yeah, no, EG, you gotta do that like you did with the Amazons. Now I know the words.
No, that's too perfect. Like when we do the next episode, that has to
That's
stay.
the bumper song.
My Black Sun.
Also, he's a writer.
Suddenly his heart is getting bigger.
Don't even remember tensioning with that belt, but I did.
You're accurately describing what's going on.
Yeah.
Also, he's a writer.
No, don't even remember taking all the drugs, but I did.
I don't remember eating all that heaven, but I did.
All right, super fun, super good.
If you're into gritty Kamen Riders, I think this is a good one, honestly.
And if
he's
you have
making
Amazon Prime,
every day the best that he can.
also
He's a ninja.
If you're also, I would say, if you're a fan of Black, I would assume this would be a good follow-up if you haven't seen. Would you say?
It's an incredible follow to Black. If you have actually watched Kamen Rider Black, whether or not you like Black RX, I don't. But even if you do,
I was gonna say we should get Black Sun RX next.
Black Sun RX.
This show is a really cool reimagining of Kamen Rider Black. It reverses everything, but it still manages to stay within the same trope. Same trope sphere.
Oh, I forgot. There's gonna be a scene in the show where he's in his rider form and he's in a wheelchair. Oh, I cannot wait to see that. I forgot that's a thing. I remember they released the SH Figuart third party company. They made a Figuart upgrade piece where it was a wheelchair for the Black Sun Figuart to go in because he's in a wheelchair.
Right.
I'm looking forward to the wheelchair.
Oh no!
Yay! That's gonna be
Kojiro
dope.
gets fucked up.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm not giving any context. I'm not explaining.
That was so jarring. I forgot completely what I was gonna say.
Yay! I'm satisfied by the dumbest shit.
All right.
Again,
well,
that's like me when we were talking about this Ultra Ranger, Ultraman origin movie, and one of the female characters, she wrote a letter to the protagonist saying oh, by the way, I divorced my husband, and I was just she got divorced. Let's fucking go.
I remember now.
Funny.
So, Kamen Rider Black Sun, the Final Fantasy VII remake of Kamen Rider.
I see.
That's what I was gonna say.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
FF7 Rebirth coming out soon.
Yeah, end of the month.
Put on the picture there.
It's a spoiler. Is it something I? Oh, it's the wheelchair. God damn it!
It's morphin' time.
Yay! I almost want to buy the figure art in the wheelchair just so I could do that.
I'm not giving any context for that.
Good.
No, thank you. Please don't. I just know that's a thing, and I can't wait to see it.
One wing top, or more like one leg top. I'm going right to hell for that.
I'll be on the throne.
I wonder if that's the leg that he takes the ketamine for.
Oh,
is that the ketamine leg?
Yeah, it's the bad leg.
He's such an angsty boy. He puts the needle through his pants.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're talking about that, and I'm like, man, he must do that every time. I'm just so ready for a shot where he stands up and we see 14 different holes in the same spot on his pants.
When I heard that, a lot of stuff came back to me. I was like, yeah, it is this. Yeah.
It's Jerry the Jet Ketamine Rider.
Ketamine Rider Black Sun.
Christ.
Now I want to shop that logo.
Sponsored by ketamine.
That could be the name.
Clown on my boy like that.
Ketamine Rider. Here's the episode title.
Stop clowning on my boy.
You literally have to have the thumbnail have the ketamine bottle in it.
I don't know how. I don't want to. I don't know.
It doesn't seem like it'd be on TOC.
Yeah. I don't want to go too far with that.
No, what you do is you include a speech bubble that says, "I didn't ketamine it."
So you had a bad day. All right, well, that'll be the end of Castranger for this week. Thank you all for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell, and being awesome. As always, I have to give a thanks to our currently active patrons, which includes Blaze, Armorhide, Sentai VT, Midas the Fool, Vegas, and Jackaplier. Thank you for supporting what we do.
And a special thank you to Ketamine.
Thank you to Amazon Prime Video for having Black Sun available.
Yeah.
Take that.
You didn't sponsor us.
But maybe if we take enough
But we'd
ketamine...
like to. Hey, maybe we pay the $3 a month for ad-free streaming.
Yeah. Jikai, coming... What the fuck is wrong with me?
Radio Sentai Castranger.
Jikai, Kamen Rider. Jikai, Radio Sentai Castranger. Our next episode's feature topic will be episodes 1 to 3 of Wonderful Precure.
You just need to call it ketamine. You just need to call it Ketamine Rider Black Sun from now on for yourself.
No.
Yeah, no, that's totally an Ichi thing he would do.
Well, here's the thing. Ketamine Rider Black Sun has legs, unlike him.
Oh!
Oh, fuck!
Damn!
Shit!
Meanwhile, I'm sitting here debating on if I put ketamine in the title of my video, is YouTube going to come after me?
Yeah, you know what? Maybe we might need to think about this one. Go with the much better title, My Black Sun.
Yeah,
you know what?
No!
You guys gotta stop taking so much ketamine and take a bit more caramine.
Oh.
Thank you, Lane.
Oh. Huh? Decker's like, what the fuck are you guys on? Not ketamine, that's for sure.
Wait, is it ketamine or is it not? We're getting mixed signals now.
And I'm on a lot of things right now.
I'm on some kind of een.
It's called caffeine.
That's it.
Diet Pepsi. Yeah, caffeine.
Caffeine Rider. All right, thank you all once again. As always, the primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. From there, you can find all of our cool shit: Facebook, Twitter, Discord, Patreon, merch store, all of our previous hijinks. Thank you all once again, and we will see you next week.
Stay ketamine. God damn it, Sherry.